one room. It's done with perspective. I learned that in one of my film classes.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to wait 200
Well,
hours.
no, we go now. They catch up in a minute.
That's really
But I don't know what the delay there is. I know it's pretty. Hold on, we're on. Got to do the intro.
Oh.
Okay, you ready? You have enough cats over here?
Yep.
Do you need some more? We can go get some
I
more.
could use a kitty.
Yeah, I bet you could.
I could too.
See, look at that. It's all up there. See?
Oh.
So we've been on for 30 minutes or something.
Hi, Jean.
Hello, Gene.
Hello, Gene.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello,
Gene. What's up?
Hey, Ian. Evening, mate.
Ian.
See, where's our numbers of how many? See, it's no fun. Anyhow,
It says watching 2,000.
that's how many people have viewed
No,
our
that's
channel
what's watched
total.
right now. The eyeball. We have 2,000 viewers.
Yeah.
You're having something.
No, because I'm a...
Did I intro the show?
No.
Okay. No, apparently not. Welcome to Talk of the Tavern, January 22nd. It's still Monday, right?
Mhm.
Monday, January 22nd. Planning session. And that's what we're doing tonight. We're planning to have a session.
Yeah.
Here?
I guess I get to make intros.
Oh.
Kevin has a question. You, Kevin, the tall fellow in the back?
Yeah, technically it's not Monday for me.
Whatever.
It's,
We don't
it's,
care what happens in your world, mister. We should introduce him first since he's ahead of everybody.
He's already late.
He's a head taller.
The Time Lord.
Oh.
All right, thanks, sir.
Kevin Crew,
Something, Lord.
The Midnight Brit.
Oh,
What?
Lord.
The High Lord.
Midnight Brit. You made that sound like a cheap aftershave.
As long as you're up in there, we're on target.
Good evening, everybody. As usual, I'm drinking strong black coffee tonight out of my Darth Vader. I like my coffee on the dark side mug. And I'll be smoking hand-rolled drum tobacco.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, I
don't
will.
even know. Innuendo.
I'll be hand-rolling my drum all through the show,
You
although
know-
maybe off screen.
And speaking of being hand-rolled, let me introduce Ed Summers, who's hosting the stream tonight, if you know what I mean.
Hi, all you happy people. Oh, I'm drinking something that we got a sponsor on, Filibuster. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
I will get you the bottle, Travis, as soon as I'm finished.
See, I finished the whiskey I had, and I saved the bottle because some of the crystal bottles I have over here behind Andrea on the bar, I don't know if you can see them, they're behind her.
Whatever.
They're actually cork, and that cork is like 20, 30 years old, so I'm going to just use those as display and replace these bottles with the pretty filibuster bottles, minus the labels. And speaking of being labeled, I don't know. There's Andrea.
Don't label me. It leaves a sticky spot.
I labeled her 3 times last night.
Right now I'm drinking tea I made earlier because I may have to go get Harryhausen cat. He had his hairy balls removed.
Aw.
So no drinking until later.
Story.
Here.
And then our very special guest tonight, who showed up like as we were shutting down last night. So we did a 2-hour special with just her, and all of us went to bed. So she was just like, hello, for 2 hours. Elizabeth, Polish name, Paziowski. I don't have it written down in front of me.
Well, you know, they say if you get famous enough, they'll figure out how to say your name. So, not very good.
But the pickle lady.
The pickle lady, Elizabeth Pashetsny here from New York, and this
Pachechi?
Pashetsny.
Gesundheit.
Nah. She is not Polish. She is Russian.
And in celebration of my Polish heritage, I'm drinking Polish beer. And then British tea, and lots of water, and a bit of the Fireball. So, ready to go.
You go, girl.
She drinks like
Locked
that.
in.
Nice.
Red 5 standing by. Let's do this.
And of course, I'm Travis Sivart, the host of Talk of the Tavern, and tonight we're just going to make the plan for the next 3 months, essentially, which we have the next month already planned out, which but we'll get into that once we get past the intro.
Oh, Jean is drinking iced tea and smoking Swisher Sweets.
Swisher Sweets, really? Nice. You enjoying them there, Gene?
Are they good?
We're waiting here for you to type bastard. Oh, I know what else I can show people. Oh, this. There we go. Here. Look what I got.
Sweet for to smoke on.
There we go.
Sweet.
Look,
Ah.
we got Talk of the Tavern patches now.
Patches.
Patches. Patches. Say it. Do it. Do it.
They don't need no stinking patch.
But I
There he is.
want a stinking patch. Oh.
Okay. What am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking rum, or Bacardi rum and Coke Zero, and I'll be smoking.
Something.
What do you call that cigar that I brought over there, Ed? That you enjoyed?
Oh, the liberated nigger?
Yeah. A Nica Libre.
Oh, same thing.
Tobacco. And then afterwards, I have on deck, which I don't know if I'll get to this.
That's a big one.
Yeah, big. I have a. Oh, jeez, I can't see in this light.
You want me to read it?
I know it's a
You want me to read
Siriar.
your
I just
stick?
forget. La Gloria Cubana Siriar Black. For all you guys who can see through the glare. Okay.
Hi,
there's our
Victoria.
intro. Hey,
Oh, hello, Victoria.
Hey.
She's having
Hi,
wine.
Victoria.
Is she having wine?
She's having
Oh.
wine.
Okay, so anybody have anything interesting go on the past week?
I got a promotion.
Woohoo.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Is that code for sex with the wife?
No. No, that would be a level up. She's the one who gets the mushroom.
Ah.
No, I'm moving from the castle where I've been working, Ryde Castle, to a lovely little village pub. We've got quite a big place with a lot of old history here on the island called the Hare and Hounds, which is pretty much dead in the middle of the island. I start tomorrow morning as assistant manager over there.
Hey,
Thank
you.
yeah.
Woo! Give it
A
up,
toast.
bitches.
A toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toast.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Here's to the future of Kevin's career. May they fucking work with our schedule.
Mm. I think they're going to. They're pretty nice people.
You may have got furloughed, but hopefully, I mean, they went to vote today, so they voted the government shutdown done. So hopefully you'll be back to work soon.
For 3
thanks.
weeks.
They're said congratulating you, Kevin.
Huh?
Von Hagner congratulated you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cheers.
Uh-oh, but she... I'm trying to figure out which one of us Ed is. I'm going to guess not Ed.
There's me.
Too much hair.
I'm cheering.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, there's Devno.
Thanks, Dev. No, I appreciate that. Oh, look, this is brilliant. Look at all the love. Bless you all.
Yeah, it's probably 2,000 people watching us right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't...
But
Did that you, Nick?
1,900 of them couldn't give a fuck what happened to me.
Pretty much.
Oh, it's
Bastards.
I'm really curious about notifications here. Okay. So, Andrew, you have anything going interesting this week besides lopping the nuts off the cat?
I did not do. I'm not doing that personally. Paying someone else to do it. No, I don't think there was really anything.
So you guys behave because she knows people.
Oh.
That's right.
Well, my son now knows the movie Waiting
With Ryan, right?
with Ryan Reynolds. All I have to say is the goat. Just watch it and find out.
The goat.
You haven't
Yes.
already. What about you, Ed? Anything interesting for you this week?
Just more working on the house. That's my life right now.
Oh. What the hell is that, Elizabeth?
It's a smoking bunny.
Oh my god, it has a cigarette. It's bad for your health, Bunny.
So if you abbreviate it, it'd be the smoking bun. Ian, I near died when I found out Chelsea Manning is running for a Senate seat. Is she a porn star?
I don't know that one.
Is that Eli Manning's daughter?
I'm not up on it, but I can use the Google.
Is she hot? Because that'd be cool to have
Let's
a
see.
Well, yeah, he's pretty hot.
Chelsea's a dude. Ain't joking. You live your life, babe. I'll live mine. And I only said babe because it's a dude. If it was a woman, I'd never be that disrespectful.
Oh, wow. They're young. They look very young.
Who are they?
American politician.
Are you going with they as a gender neutral term? Hey, there's Robin. Hey, Robin.
Hey, baby.
What do you think?
Oh, I vaguely remember hearing about her. She's the former soldier who was convicted of leaking loads of classified documents and stuff.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's ironic.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What was it, porn?
They're 30. Baby. Wow.
I think
I like how disappointed Travis sounds when he finds out it's not porn.
It can be. Don't worry. Just give it time.
Well, I mean, all I know is if they're going in the government, they're going to fuck somebody soon enough, so.
Rule 34.
Oh, let's see. This week, what did I do? I went to a Philosopher Society meeting. I researched bachelor parties that do not involve strippers.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah. And actually, I myself would rather have a nice bachelor party that's a weekend-long camp out and kayaking than going to a strip club anytime. If I want to see nudity, it's probably that one person I'd be willing to marry as opposed to some strange skank on a stage with a G-string that's had dollar bills flossing it.
I don't know, but when they pick up dollar
Wait a minute,
bills-
wait a minute. I used to do bachelorette parties. I was never referred to as a skank.
Because you're classy.
But if you go camping with me in my bachelor party, you can strip if you want to, man. Just be careful picking up stuff off that. Like, here's a pine cone. Oh, Ed!
Batter up.
Ian said, smoking a fruity hand blend. Yeah, he is. From my local tobacco shop that the FDI now says is manufactured and as such more taxable than before.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We like to call it the bonus tax.
Tax. What?
Bonus tax, nice. Botox. Yeah, Botox injection.
Mhm. Straight in the ass.
Oh, is
There's
what
that government fucking you again.
What's the famous line by George Carlin? It's called The American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Yep.
What?
No, I'm just talking about you.
But who am I to mock?
Hi, Win.
Fuck. Hi, Win. The day my country's perfect, I come and take the piss out of yours.
We don't see Win yet. How do you guys see?
Because we're behind. You. What?
Is she at your house, Ed?
I used the magic button.
Oh,
The clitoris?
that's one of them.
You have more than one clitoris?
Wow, that's talent.
I have more than one button.
You know what? If there's guys out there with more than one penis, I bet there is a woman somewhere with more than one clitoris.
I bet there is.
I bet you she still is disappointed during sex.
A lot of women have more than one penis, and we keep them in the drawer by the socks. That's
Or lined up outside the door for when you want one.
Oh,
we meet
I'm
them
gonna
all
use
the time.
Here we go. Magic button. Magic button.
Ooh, careful.
I'm making the magic button.
Not so hard.
I just used the middle finger.
I can't get to my notes. There's a cat on it.
Okay.
Push the
I don't know.
pussy.
Drowning in pussy again.
Hey, there's Win. I see Win now.
Zoe!
Look, we've got like 16 people watching.
Hey.
What is wrong with you people? Oh my God. It's football season too, isn't
want
it?
To make sure we-
No. No.
Is it done?
No,
One more. One more.
One
One big
more.
one. One big one.
I'm too geeked to know. What? Oh, actually, we know all these people except for like one of them. So, hello to the person we don't know who you are. Feel
Yes.
free to talk. We'll
Speak
even
to
give
us.
you somebody's home address.
Yeah.
What?
If you're here, speak to us. Give us a sign.
She doesn't have a mouse. She has a fucking Ouija thing. Hello, people.
Well, I spent the week. I've spent the week in my cell here in New York, marketing to producers, and I got about a dozen wanting to read my latest screenplay. So
That's awesome.
Cool.
Congratulations.
That's cool.
yeah,
Right on.
and I love producers. They're always so polite when they tell you to fuck off. You know,
Really?
I'll either say, "Talk to my agent." We do not accept unsolicited material. They have really neat ways of saying it. So.
Bridget the Midget's awesome. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt, Elizabeth. Ian, yes, Bridget the Midget would be fine. And then we can also get Kevin
She's my
to hire
favorite.
the other Isle of Wight midget and bring them both over.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Do you have to get married to have a bachelor party? I want a bachelor party.
But I tell you what, if we had Bridget the Midget, I would have to do like an interview with Bridget the Midget. It's like, you don't have to take your clothes off. I mean, you can. But wait till we get off Twitch because they'll kick us away.
She was at one of the clubs I worked at, like, a long time ago.
I don't think there's enough rum in this. I don't taste
Why
it.
is the rum always gone?
Gone.
Okay. So what else did
I'm sorry.
anybody, Elizabeth, did
She
you have
was
more to go?
talking.
What else happened this week?
That's kind of there. Today, the train stopped working, so I had to walk about 2 or 3 miles to get home.
Damn it.
Hey, do you have
What
any
happened?
idea how to approach Netflix for your show?
Yeah,
Have you?
not yet.
Do you think we should approach Netflix with Talk of the Tavern? Think they'd like a live once a week broadcast?
The worst they can do is say no.
Great, off air. Tell me how the fuck to do that because I can't figure it out.
You got to have your marketing down. You got to know your target audience. You got to know.
Suck at marketing.
I can help you as far as I can help you, and then we can give it a shot.
Like,
Wait,
go that
are
way.
you still talking about marketing, or were you propositioning me? Because either one is good for me.
Marketing.
Oh,
Marketing.
okay, that'll do.
You got to be this tall to ride this ride.
Ooh.
I'm this tall.
I know. It's always the little ones that want to climb Everest and plant their own.
You named your vagina Everest?
No. Mary Bush.
That's right. You told us this, didn't you? Jamin is going to define our target audience. This will be good.
Oh, God. And we're waiting.
We're just dying to know. Oh, by the way,
When you say that, can I just clarify? You don't mean like the store. You know, like we have people of Walmart. You're not talking like target audience.
Oh. No.
slightly better than the Walmart.
This might be too smart for Walmart.
I think
right.
Jamie figured it out. Our target audience is drunks. Yeah.
Well, they start out sober, but once they watch us for a while, they're like, "I need a
Oh,
drink."
yeah.
Hell, that's happened to me on the show before. I need a drink.
That's happening to me right now. Where's the rum? Okay, so
rum is
no rum.
where did all the rum go?
Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel. There's 3 different levels: $5, $10, $25. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free, no cost to you, but it makes us money, and we love you more.
And if you have Amazon Prime and you have a teen, your teen can subscribe using your Amazon Prime.
Yeah, even if you subscribe, they can then subscribe also. It's like bonus. Other than that, we have patches now, which I will talk about once we start with the whatever we got to talk about here. What we will cover is upcoming shows, a little bit about the YouTube channel, the possibility of a Kickstarter, and get your guys' input about doing a Kickstarter to upgrade equipment. So we've got... The fuck was that? Somebody like applauding over there? Somebody get excited and hit the end of the table with the wood?
Sorry.
Yeah, that was me.
Touching the button.
Show off.
I'm not sure I could reach the table with my wood unless I sat forward.
Well, maybe Elizabeth got excited. That was her click going.
That's probably me. I'm always drawing or writing or something. So it's probably me.
Fuck.
And then Sharpie.
And then we also want to discuss unlike the YouTube and possibly the live show, should we have more focused topics and less broad spectrum topics? So, are we done with the intro? Did we do an opening toast and all that?
Yeah, we did something.
Okay.
It was close enough.
If you're offended, turn us off and tell your friends. If you're not offended, just wait.
Should I just say the British word now and get out of the way? Or?
Please do. Say it 3 or 4
Okay.
times.
There's a chance tonight I may be a cunt.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I can't help it. I'm British. We use it like a punctuation word. Actually, we use it as all kinds of verbs. A noun, a verb. You can be a cunting cunt. I can be proper cunted off with you. For cunt's sake.
A lot of mentioned things for cunt's sake.
I think we've covered that now. Yeah.
Okay.
Travis and I have had many amusing conversations in the past about oddities of British dialect and slang. And the fact that Travis seemed to think that I'm constantly concerned for the well-being of people who live near me.
Constantly?
Constantly, yeah.
There is a bit of a...
One of my favourite insults is I would call you a cunt, but you lack both the depth and the warmth.
Oh, good.
Thanks, that's my gift to you, Ed. Take it, use it, spread it on.
And then it gets sticky, right, Andrea?
That's dirty. Delay.
23, 24, 25.
Well done there, Jamin.
About 25 seconds.
God damn.
The hell? I cut all this out. I cunt all this out.
Can you do it again?
What?
I'm not sure we should keep saying that in case people end up in a flap.
Flap. Yeah, done.
Oh.
Can we just... Oh, okay.
What?
Somebody approved.
It's a delicate subject.
Yeah, I did. You remember that whole thing where you made us all mods so that we could deal with that kind of stuff? Yeah. I thought I'd break the mold and do something useful for a change. Sorry. I won't do it again.
Time.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey guys, don't forget that you can also tip us by using bits, which you type.
Yeah, shake your bits at us, baby.
You can watch movies for free bits or videos or ads to get free bits.
Yeah.
You can go to...
I want to point this out real quick. I'm watching the scroll of the big tippers across the top of the screen. One of the big tippers is 1 bit. That can't be hard to beat.
You could get your name on that list.
That's right. You could be a scrolling name across the screen, too. You're not just a number to us. You're also some random fucking name that you chose to be on to it.
Yeah.
So, okay. I guess we can actually start.
What's the average there? Like 3, 5, that kind of stuff. It's all sub 10, isn't it?
Well,
So,
Gene gave
like-
us 500.
That's
Yeah,
right.
well, that's because Jean is amazing. We love
Jean is
Jean. Thank you, Jean.
Top cheerer.
She's our
Someone-
favorite.
Someone give us more than 20 tonight, and I'll give you my home address so you can stalk me on Google Earth.
You
Money
walk around
well
that
spent.
shirt.
And so you can send me weird things in the post.
How much to touch your python?
Ooh, that's free. Anybody who would like to touch my python, once you have my address, you're welcome to pop round. I have a selection of different size pythons for beginners to the more
health
adventurous. We can start you off small and then work you up slowly.
You're not up to a python. He'll let you touch his lizard.
Yeah, I'm afraid this time of night my lizard is asleep. As we discussed this earlier, we were going to have him as a backdrop, but sadly I had to turn his lights off. But there is a lizard in this tank behind me who's looking very sleepy at the moment.
It's almost 2 a.m. Of course it's sleepy.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm
Okay.
not sure what that says about me.
So we are going to plan the schedule for February, March, and April. It looks like that's what I have on the books.
That's what I have on my list.
Now
So
we-
everybody get thinking. So you can throw them out.
We have most of. See, Victoria is tempted. And Elizabeth is like doing psychic stuff over there.
I'm thinking.
What is Victoria tempted by?
Apparently your address in your Python, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it then.
Anyhow.
Shake your bits at me, Victoria.
Let's see here. We already have 3 weeks of February set up. So next week is Instant Replay Live with Nick and Joe. They're coming on to do
Where the Wild Geeks Are.
Where the Wild Geeks Are, correct. And then, see, aren't we much brighter now that I put on the white screen?
Yes.
I have it written down. So
I've got it typed out.
Look at that lovely makeup she has. Beautiful. Fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
Oh, shit. Paparazzi. What the hell's wrong with you?
So many things.
Oh my god. Okay. So, and
Joe.
Nick and Joe.
Okay. And then, and Ed leaves. Bye. Bye.
I'm still here.
He's like, fucking white people. God damn it.
I have.
On February 5th, we're going to have Win and Tara.
Win?
And Mo. Win will be here on 2 weeks from tonight for Two Zany Ladies and Mo. The week after that, hey Mo! I used to do that to Mo all the time. I had to apologize, going, it drives you nuts. I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to get therapy and deal with it because it's going to happen. Hey Mo! Bringing vaudeville back on the 12th with Madame Onsa and her lovely husband, Paul.
Yeah.
Paolo.
It's Paulo.
Paolo.
Paulo Garbanzo.
Can we just call him Senora Garbanzo?
Was he the juggler at MarsCon?
Yes.
Oh, they're a lovely couple.
Knives.
They are. They're fun. And,
They're so much fun. Yeah.
And yeah, they. Okay, then after that, on the 19th, we're going to have one pickle, one lady, and one beer, where we're going to have the pickle lady, Elizabeth Padinsky.
Now, you know what? It's Pickle Lady. That's right.
Kind
It'll
of
be a
like
wild
the
ride.
thing. Guess what?
Prepare to enter the realm of the pickle. Pickle point of view. You will relish the panic, the terror, the beauty. You will go green and it'll be supreme.
Okay.
And then on the 26th, we actually have all of February planned. Mysticon Mayhem, where we're going to bring Carla Brindle on and possibly some other folks from Mysticon. And just like we did about MarsCon, chit-chat about that. Another random shit. So we need to plan March and April.
March 5th is... Oh, yeah, you have it written down, too. I do, too.
What
Are you interested at all in... I got friends doing a big film festival up here. Would you be interested in having them on at all?
Possibly. Well, how easily offended are they?
Oh, no, you'll love her. Katha is a professional actress, and she's also fantastic at improv. And you'll love her. She'll just get you rocking and rolling.
All right, film.
I like the sound of that.
I'll approach him on it, and I'll get back to you.
Awesome. Well, this.
There's been a few comments. Ian said, I liked the cooking topic we were talking about. So we were talking about... Now, how was that one supposed to go? I know it ended, the third hour would be cannibalism cooking. What was the other first 2 hours?
Basic.
I can't
guess.
recall.
I think it was just favorite recipes that we like to cook and just discussing,
wow.
you know.
I'm writing these down. So...
Good. You want a bigger piece of paper?
No, I have Post-its.
I need to get that rum over there.
Okay.
Can I move you?
Here, let me get it for you.
There you go. Ow.
It's working. It's working.
That rum doesn't fall for no Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, I agree that food is always a good topic. I like food for the most part, especially.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, I have some ideas.
See, the cork is all worn down.
It's beautiful.
Can you see how
You
squishy?
waving your worn cork at me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's better than my crystal ball.
Dry. Moist
Look.
lubricate that sucker.
It's like an Indian man when it's very cold out.
Just Google Pickle Rick. You'll know.
Hey, it's Mesa Dupree. Good to see ya. Pickle Rick is something that I Googled when they mentioned Pickle Rick, and I still didn't know who it was. I just
It's
know
a
it.
pickle named Rick.
Rick and Morty.
Oh, I guess he
scientist-
took to pickle.
A scientist turns himself into a pickle to get out of going to family counseling.
Oh.
Oh,
He has-
that's reasonable.
He has an adventure. He gets knocked into the sewer as a pickle, and then he has to solve the problem. And he's the smartest man in the universe, so he gets his way out. I highly recommend it. It's hysterical.
Yeah, I do need more rum.
Kevin said, well, you can always talk about your spotted dick, Kevin.
Hell yeah, it's famous.
Thanks, Devno.
Oh, you the man. Thank you.
Woo!
And by the way, Gene, when you say we can do conventions, are you talking about like having sex with the whole convention?
Hey.
Probably need to clarify this
We're
really
talking
quickly.
about different conventions.
Because we did talk about MarsCon, and now we're going to talk about Mysticon.
I have an idea.
What's
Well,
your
I have
idea?
two ideas, but here's
Ooh,
here's one I've been mulling
pace
over.
yourself.
Gosh. All about the memes. About the viral memes, popular memes, your favorite ones. What makes a meme? Where did it come from? What was the first meme? Stuff like that.
Isn't a meme a small mummy?
No, that's a meme.
That's what my brother calls memes. He's like, have you seen this meme? And I'm like, this what? Meme. And I'm like, meme? He's like, nope.
That's true. Phonetically, it's not correct.
Right?
Yeah. I guess it would be M-E-E, meme.
Yeah.
Well, I've done research on it, and I kind of wondered different things about it. I think we could probably do a show. That's my idea. Well,
Any object?
No.
Sounds good.
I'm good to my word, by the way. Devno, who was very nice to us there and gave us 250 bits, just got my home address. Oh man, and my word, stalk away.
He is now third on the list of top toasters, just behind Andrea and Jean.
oh, I like to play with my bits and throw them everywhere.
And then 3 people who showed up once and never came back.
Whatever.
Bit
Like
Vic,
elementary school.
football plays it.
That
and-
was my stepson.
Oh, Ian's challenging me to a dick off.
Is that like Face Off, but horribly different?
Yeah, with more fruit. It's very steamy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a head-to-head competition.
We should
Cocks against the wall.
spotted dick cook-off.
Did you write down the convention idea also?
It will blow your
So
mind.
convention, what is convention like?
Talking about. Did you want to get a drink? I mean, you're sober and stuff.
It's till 9. If there's not a call to go pick up Harry, then I'll drink.
You know what? I turned this sound off.
Did they call?
What? No, they didn't call. I'm just gonna. It's on vibrate.
Ooh, you know it is. Oh, Devon will just throw another 300 at us.
Woo-woo.
You go, Dev. No,
Now I've got to check and see.
flashing the cash around.
Go,
Dude,
boy.
now
See that? He is. Oh, you see that?
You reckon
Gene
that's
is
you
up
reckon that's what it is? It's like 250 got me his home address. What am I getting for 300?
there. Okay, Devil, you have to put in another. Well, get up to 704. Gene is at 703 total.
it's a race.
So and you are currently at 550.
You're number 2.
So I think we need 154 more, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Did I do the math? headphones.
I'm not
cares?
listening to you.
Yeah, I meant to say you only need 2,000 more. That'll definitely put you in first or second place.
Well, let's see. Right now,
He wants to be top
we
BDSM
have
people. What?
we have Film Fest for the topics
Oh,
that I wrote
her
down.
friends.
Yeah, I put Pick a Lady Dash Film Fest stuff. Because I don't know what title we would do.
The Queen's
all
World
about
Film Festival or something.
memes.
Okay.
All about the memes, cooking, and in the third hour we'll talk about cannibalism. Conventions where you talk about the different ones.
Now, I do have a list, a huge list. As a matter of fact,
Yeah, you do.
Huge.
yeah, except it goes this way. We have the list of other stuff that we've spoken about doing, which you guys have access to that.
I have another idea.
What?
Okay, I have another idea. It is where to write it. Generation gap, like from Victorian flappers, hippies to millennials, old versus young, complaints, comparisons, contrast, music, film, stuff like that. Through the generations.
What do you think, Ed? Can you talk about generation gaps through the
Oh, yeah.
eras?
Oh, hell no.
No.
If we're going to talk about generation gap, we should talk about the influence of computer and smartphones.
Yeah.
Does it hinder or help?
It made dumb people.
Well, also, going from 1880 to 1930, that 50-year generation gap, you would be including mass production of newspapers, the introduction of radio, and how all this essentially did the same thing that internet and smartphones has done with the current generation.
And the car.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Flight.
The car versus, what, Ed?
Flight. 1880 to 1930, airplanes, flight.
Flight, yeah.
You
All
know,
kinds of transportation.
so, hold on. Devnall did it again.
Woo
I
woo.
think Devnall should be. There he is. Hey, Devnall, you're
You're-
number one.
Yeah, you are.
You're-
Well done.
Yay, Robin.
I was thinking of talking about your complaints about the former generation and the future generation and things like that.
So, yeah.
We
No
didn't
interest in-
eat Tide Pods.
Exactly. Stupid shit.
Have you seen those videos with the kids trying to use a rotary phone?
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
My favourite one is where they give them a cassette tape and a Sony Walkman.
And
They
they
should be
can't
able to
figure it
figure it
out. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's using the same controls as like Windows Media Player and every CD player and DVD player
But
you
see-
own.
The kids now know what Walkmans are because of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's true.
So a lot of the 80s stuff is coming back.
Well,
Touching that.
we'll have to talk about that. Yeah, but it's the images are the same. Stop is the parallel bars. Play is the triangle.
Parallel
always
bars
kind
for
of
pause, stop is a
pause.
square.
Well, now it's square. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
This
Hashtag
is
on that one.
I remember when our TV had 3 channels and I was the remote control.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Son, get
There
up,
are
get up
pliers.
and put channel 2 on.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, regarding your comment about Devnall for president, that you're getting carried away, I don't know. Maybe you're not.
I started to say we finally have a black president, but anyway.
When are you announcing that you're standing at?
Yeah. When are you entering the race?
He's not paying attention.
He's like, I'm the blackest redneck you guys can elect. Everybody wins.
I'll vote for you.
There are no
You
losers.
can't vote for him, Kevin.
There's got to be a way, surely. It's the
Vote
American
early,
electoral
vote
system.
Yeah, sure you can.
See, look at this.
Just walk into any DMV in Virginia and apply.
There you go. You don't even need to show ID. Oh, look at the kid.
Don't think the accent might give me away.
Not
Nah.
Just say yeah.
You just tell them you're from Tennessee.
Use your southern accent. We've heard it.
Yeah.
I say now. I want a license. Are you all right?
Oh.
Oh.
Isn't that weird, Ian? Ian says the more we advance, the smaller our world gets. Not that I'm complaining. Wouldn't such lovely friends as I have, wouldn't have such as lovely friends. Yeah, it's as we expand our communication ability, we're like, now we don't have to leave the house to communicate with others. It's such a weird.
Well, you really
dichotomy.
don't have to leave for anything. If you do it right, you don't have to leave to work. You don't have to leave to socialize. You don't have to leave to go shopping. Everything's delivered to you. Well, except out here.
You got to leave to go make money.
No. Some people work from home.
I try. It's failing.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter that somebody else can't do it just because you've only made a mediocre go of it so far.
But I've made a great go of it. I've just failed at the money part. VHS or beta. Beta would have been better, but we went with quantity over quality.
Drop my meat.
You dropped your meat? Is that slapping sound of bologna on linoleum?
I hate it when that happens.
Hey,
No, come on. Even I know he's got a nice wood floor in there.
he does now that he dropped his meat.
Ed's wood is famous.
Talk about it every week on the show, so play with your wood again this week.
Yep.
Okay. So what other things do we have?
I don't know. You took the list off there.
Oh, well.
What other ideas have the people listening got? That's what I'm intrigued in. Because you're all as crazy as us.
What kind of shows would you like to see? What topics would you like us to discuss or
challenge us? Let's see how far.
Because frankly, we're already a bit challenged.
We're not challenged. We're just special.
That's right.
Well, I know we did a burlesque show.
We did. Then we have they're not
and we
all.
had male burlesque dancers.
We did. We had Buster Bridges. Mm-hmm. We do have a topic up here of they're not all bad asshats and the awesome things they gave us.
Oh yeah. Nuclear bombs.
That was Einstein. Everybody blames him for that. He wasn't an asshat. We're talking about like Nazis who gave us like Volkswagens and stupid mustaches.
Animal rights.
Autobahns.
Well, just the asshats gave us animal rights. Like PETA's a bunch of asshats.
Oh, don't go there. Don't get me started on PETA.
But we did get the positive thing of animal rights, where there's a control.
It's better than it was.
A whole show of Monty Python quotes.
Oh.
Wow.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
See, there's the creepy foodies where 5 meals that take 5 minutes winning flavor combos.
Is that what I should put?
No, I don't.
Fuck no.
You could go into your thing and just do a screenshot, Elizabeth.
This is more fun. Don't tell me my business! Don't tell me!
Fine. Fucking filmmaker, so goddamn moody.
I like the Freak Show Circus.
Well, we might kind of have that with Ansa and Garbanzo.
Well, that's vaudeville.
We
need midgets and clowns.
Oh,
well,
hold on. We gotta give Win a talking to here.
I did. I said fuck no.
Oh, okay. Ed took care of it. She asked him to do an entire show without any sexual innuendos. That would be a challenge.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, I tell you what, I don't think we dick around with that one.
No, I think it'd be quite a stiff challenge in the end.
In the end, that's how we like it.
What? Which one did you
I don't
say?
know, just
Okay.
that.
You're just catching up.
I was almost about to make an anal sex joke then, but fuck it.
Indoctrinating youth. See, Cards Against Humanity episode.
I think we're helping the youth. I mean, we're prepping them for
You
the occurrences of the real world.
Teaching them how to be offended.
Ah,
Or not to be offended.
how not to be offended. Yeah.
they're not listening.
Teaching them how to suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this is anymore. I have a list of people that we could invite in on as guests, and it's been so long since I've even spoken.
The names don't ring any bells
I don't
anymore.
even know who this
Who
is
the
anymore.
fuck are these people?
Hey, there's a list of the original people I was going to invite to be cast members of Talk of the Tavern.
Hey, I know 2 of those.
You know a couple. We've had them on it.
Well, I mean 2 right now.
Yes, well, 2 of them are on. Others we've tried, and here's some that just never quite
Mm,
made it.
yeah.
I won't read them on there because they're none of the people listening now.
Did anyone else look at the link Ian posted?
Good one.
No, I'm going to look now. Oh,
Comics, black and white, sci-fi movies.
okay, wait a minute.
Yes.
What stand-up comedy have to do with sci-fi movies, and why should we...
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I
what?
saw that. Do not drink detergent.
He said comics, and he of course meant comic books, and I'm like taking it as a stand-up comic.
We could talk.
Do
We
we
could talk.
know?
Does anyone like stand-up comedy? I mean, I love it, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
We watched it all-
we could talk about favorite stand-up comedians and good lines
like
and
that.
material by them, and
Yeah.
I was
we
gonna
could
say,
do something
we
around
know
that.
any that we can invite on?
Do we know any stand-up comics?
I mean, I would really like to have Brad Williams and Jim Gaffigan on here
Yeah, that'd be great.
because they're fun.
Invite 'em.
yeah, maybe we could do something around that.
Really? Gaffigan? He's the
Yeah.
blonde, right?
Yeah, and he's tall, so you'd
Well,
like him.
My friend Katha is good friends with him because she cast his wife in their feature film. So
Are
let
you
me see.
serious?
Yeah, totally. You should see the Christmas cards they get.
It's because of him that I had to go buy Hot Pockets.
No, I'm not promising anything, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And honestly, we won't expect anything till
No.
he's like logged on and we're teching his fucking Skype.
But
Yeah,
whatever. We
You know.
still watch all of his stuff on Netflix and listen to him on Pandora.
But the fact that somebody would even try, it counts for a lot.
You know, you never know. Sometimes people will say, yeah, I'll be up and, whatever, So you never know.
Have you heard of Brad Williams?
Do you know who he is?
No.
He's a midget stand-up comic.
And he says midget a lot. And people don't like it. But he's funny. He's really funny.
Kind of the way Ed doesn't want to say African American, he's perfectly good saying black. Brad Williams is okay saying midget instead of
Well,
little person.
he came out here not long ago, but we couldn't go.
Well, he didn't come out here to the house.
Well, no, to the area. To the area.
Did anybody else come up? Oh, wait. Here's Victoria. Worst plot lines, twist ever in
Oh.
books or movies.
Oh, good one.
I'm sticking with Movja instead of movies and TV because that's more amusing to me.
So, movies and TV, plot twist.
Huh. We just have to go rewatch like all the Outer Limits creep shows, Twilight Zones, Black Mirror, by the way. If you guys...
Oh yeah.
Era is like fucks with your head, but it's great. Dark Shadows is back on Netflix.
Yeah, I never really liked it a lot.
It's like horribly bad. I just like it though.
Yeah,
That's me.
I didn't hate it. You know what I used to like?
I
The
grew up
Ghost
with
of
it.
Mrs. Muir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 years old. I'm watching The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, and of course my peer group is like, "What? You're gonna have a nightmare about
Worst
midgets."
plot twist.
You're welcome. I
I
just
like Dark Shadows. It was okay. I enjoyed
was
it for what it
okay.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't love it. I didn't see.
Well, it's kind of like Doctor Who. I like it. I watch it. I get it. It's not my favorite, but I enjoy it.
Well, I also think there's a big difference between that's all there was then. So it was great when it came
Yes.
out. Because
And
you
also,
didn't have-
Seven all. I'm sorry. Nightmare about midgets. That should be a great dream, not nightmare.
Can we just do a midget show?
Woo!
Or is that offensive?
Can we?
Does that mean I can't come on?
You could come on.
You can come on the
twice,
midget.
It's better to ask permission first.
and aim away from the eyes because that's right where it's going to go on your height.
You got to earn the 300
On
somehow,
my height,
right?
with a midget on my height, it goes sailing clean over their head.
Yeah,
You know
but
what?
hits the
You're
person
over
behind
40
him.
now. It doesn't sail over anything anymore at that age.
Quick
It'll
flick of the
slowly
wrist.
ooze out over his head.
Oh my god.
It's like warm toothpaste.
Is that hair gel?
Something about Mary. I love that.
Kevin
movie.
doesn't use hair
yeah.
gel. Ed, stop.
I don't have enough hair left.
Oh, Ed, Kevin,
Yo.
another thing I've thought about. You know how we have like the wobble sound and the cock crowing and stuff like this?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, Ian.
Ian, bad plot twist. Anything. You know what? No, there was two
No.
decent movies by him.
I was gonna say there was like one.
The hell is that?
That was me.
Oh.
That was
So-
this.
Oh. That's 3, 5'1.5". Am I offended? I don't know. You
There's
tell
that
us.
half.
You want to be offended?
It's
Go
No, I
okay.
hate on
We'll
that.
get over it.
That could be a show. The totally inexplicable, censored, you want to be offended show.
We just could bring Dupree on and go and have a. When I grow down, I want to be a midget.
Well, I've always wanted to be a dwarf, but I'm too tall.
But she's got the beard.
Not today. It's gone.
Heaven knows I don't.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I could take the intro music and the Sounds of Steam Music Hour intro and the This Week in History intro, and I can put them on that plaything, and I think I can set it up so only we can play them, not everybody else can. So we might be able to actually put that stuff on that, and Ed, you could play it without having to run a separate program or,
You just hit boop,
yeah, you just
boop it.
paste
That'd
it.
be handy.
Just a thought, guys. Give an opinion back on that one now.
Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of being able to do that. It's simple. It's because it cuts down on the amount of shit we have to have running on our computers when we do it, which is an issue unless we get better equipment. We'll get onto that.
Is
And your
it Mesa Dupree? Kevin's the tallest at 12'2".
She said tallest, not longest. Tallest.
He's actually only 5'20".
I'm 6'8".
That's 5'20". That's what I said.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. If you want to be obtuse,
When the
as
cock
always.
crows, he will deny me 3 times.
Best-
Victoria.
Best monster. We kind of did that in October. Devno, was that before you joined us?
I
think
think
so.
it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ed, your thought on setting that up so we could actually have the intro music and stuff?
Go for it. I
You
told you
like-
that before.
Well, I set
You
it up
don't
so
listen
I
to
could
me.
do it
Oh.
off my computer, but now I would set it up so when you guys are running the stream, you guys can do it too.
Oh my gosh. The cock everywhere. Caw-caw.
I hear that all the time.
Victoria,
Oh my
Kevin
God.
would especially never deny you the cock.
Oh, hell no.
Well,
Be uncivilized. Ungentlemanly. Never refuse a lady.
What's the matter over there? What's going on?
It's almost 9 o'clock.
I know. We'll get him tomorrow. We'll be there at 9 a.m. going, give me my pussy.
So drink and be
I want that pussy!
Our poor little unit.
Random question that's got nothing to do with planning anything. So, what are vet bills like in the US? Are they bad? Are they cheap? Are they excruciating?
It's not bad
Okay, no,
for us.
they are bad. We live in a small town with a lot of animals, so the vet here is inexpensive
Cool.
compared to other places. But if you live 30 miles away from here, suddenly what you would normally pay $25 for a set of shot is now $75. in the next town over.
Right.
You know, whereas an animal getting sick. Sorry, I just keep on. My show.
Get out, woman. Get out.
I'm just gonna sit over here.
Well, and the animal shelter out here is really nice. Travis knows the woman, he works with her, and most of these guys came from from that shelter, and they work with us for getting them spayed and neutered.
Right, cool. What
are you doing?
Nothing.
Good to the last drop, huh?
It is.
So what I figure we'll do, we'll discuss this, go into This Week in History, and then when we come back, we'll discuss the Kickstarter and other topics we have.
Don't look in the eyes. Don't look in the eyes. I can't look away.
Oh, God. When I don't want to be on camera for his YouTube videos, I'll sit there with the eyes off camera, just
with a wig on.
I don't
this
want
is
to
what
know
Andrea looks like on my videos. Okay, Jean wants to know about your feet, Kevin. After you tell her how big
I'm sorry.
Describe if you have any hangnails, bunions, or other feet thing going on.
I think I need a drink. I'll be back.
No, I'm quite flat-footed, but apart from that, I'm glad to say so far my feet are functioning as just normal feet.
Hey, Andrea,
they are quite large. They're a UK size 12 or 13 if it's a trainer, so fairly big.
Jamin, I've always thought about, I worked at a pet store and my buddy was the manager and he would do his own vaccinations and whatnot. I've just never got it to that point. If he lived close by, as a matter of fact, he's in North Carolina in Wilmington. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. But
I've done like injections for my snakes and stuff. Once you know what you're doing, it's not overly difficult. Getting the buggers to sit still long enough is tricky.
To ask, how do they react when you jam a needle in them?
You don't jam it for a start, and it's all to do with the angle and knowing the right spot and stuff. So it depends on what you're administering. Normally, it's antibiotics. It could be something like Baytril or whatever, depending. Snakes, especially, are prone, which is what I keep for those who don't know. Can be prone to respiratory infections, so that often can be quite simply treated with a course of antibiotics. But rather than harass them, it's easier not to disturb the animal by taking it to the vet every time it needs a shot. So if you can get your vet to show you how to administer that shot, then doing it yourself at home stresses the animal out less because it's not also getting transported there and back, plus getting a shot in the middle of it, so it's less stressful for the animal.
Wow.
You're totally not boring me, man. Go on.
Well, I had a cat. I had a cat that I had to give shots to twice a day.
Yeah. What I want to know is how come you can talk about cats for like 65 hours of my average week, and I can't talk about reptiles for 5 fucking minutes?
Pussy is a whole lot much more interesting than snakes.
That's another idea I had. A reptile show. Because I have
do that.
Other people have questions, and you're kind of the expert.
Yeah, we just mentioned it the other day, and that was a good idea.
We could do that. If I knew we were going to do one and we could get it set up right, then I can have some of my guys in here and we can have a few animals on camera and stuff if you want to do that.
Cool.
And bring Lucifer out to play for a bit.
And then everybody can ask questions and.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Talk
about all kinds of stuff.
Shows up.
And Elizabeth, next time we have you on, we have to get that other version of Skype because you start out so quiet.
Do I?
You do. You do.
Deal.
Yeah, we're gonna make you awesome.
I'll be all hardline too. I know where to get a big long black cable. So.
Ed, any idea for show?
Oh yeah. Sorry, got my attention there all of a sudden. As we discussed divers, but I'm waiting.
Oh.
Yeah, because I know a skydiver and I also know a scuba diver.
And a muff diver.
And I know some muff divers.
Well, that's me, but yeah. But I'm waiting to get verification back on them. Yay or nay.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I've tried scuba diving and I absolutely loved it. It's something I've only done like a couple of times, but it's.
Hold on a second, Kevin. I'm really curious who's behind Elizabeth, and she's looking behind her. Or is it because she feels like she's underwater and already scuba diving?
A thought occurred to me, and I was looking back at the space, figuring if I purchased something for the next show. So I want to. It should be.
You got your long black snake already? Wow. I'm impressed with myself.
Have any of y'all actually skydived?
No, I want to, but M won't let me.
Ed, when you were in the military?
I repelled out of helicopters. I'm not jumping out of an airplane. No.
See, that'd be cool.
Anybody ever bungee jump?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Okay.
I've scuba dove and snorkeled a lot. Scuba dived? Dove? How do you say that?
See, scuba diving is great here in Florida. I haven't been in a long time. Now, Devnall, when you were in the military, did you jump out of anything?
Okay.
Besides that one chick when her husband came home.
That was out the window.
It's Florida. Everything's single story anyway. Except for that one building with the Virgin Mary on the side from the palm tree oils. Oh.
Amen.
Lobster season. When's crab season?
Hang gliding.
Von Hegner, have you hand glowed?
I would like to go hang gliding.
Isn't it gloated? Hand gloated?
I think so. I believe the past tense of hand gliding is hand gloated.
Don't they make a pill for gloating?
Feminine gloating, yes.
Oh, we woke up the pussy.
One of the many. Baby Sup Lex Jr. is a new follower. I'm looking at the scroll going across the screen. The Forgetful DM, Ripper of Bong 420, worked on Nuke, stayed inside.
Okay.
All righty.
Statements. Did you work on Nukes inside, or did you work on Nukes and when the husband came home, you stayed inside?
Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, that's
okay. So you have hang glided before, Von Hegner.
Nice.
that's cool.
There's quite a lot of that takes place in summer here on the island because we have obviously quite a few cliffs being an island. So there's a lot of hang gliding, microlight flying. There's a small airport here for private planes. There's quite a few. I don't think they do skydiving here unless a team that do it come over from the mainland. So I don't think it's a regular availability here.
Well,
But there's Headley on the mainland, not far away. So.
on the island, did they have people with boats and they pull someone on a glider?
Oh, the parascended with yeah.
Okay.
There's one place over in Sandown on the south coast of the island that does that, but they're only there during the summer and the sort of tourist season, not all year round.
And by the way, Devnall, speaking of Nukes, I just want to show you something over here. Can you show him your shirt?
I don't know if they can see
I don't know
that.
either.
Show it.
It's Fallout.
Show it. Oh, right on.
Anyhow, okay, it's time for This Week in History.
Oh,
Ed,
shit.
what happened this week in history?
Shit happened somewhere in the world.
Was a 55G. How much you made a year? That's not what it means.
55G will be his MOS, Military Occupation Specialist. Devnall, were you in the Air Force, and were you in when the missile silo exploded in Little Rock? That could be a story, but anyway.
And how much can you talk about it? And are you social enough to come on the show and talk about nuclear weapons?
This week in history, January 23rd, 1957, the first flying saucer is produced. After witnessing college students mash pie tins and use them to play catch, Whammo produces the Frisbee. By 1977, the company had sold over 100 million of them. Now everybody makes the damn things.
Where the hell are you reading from? You're not in the document.
No, I'm not in the document. Do you guys have access to the document?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put it in there because I didn't know you guys had access to the document.
We do now.
You don't need access.
Fuck that shit.
You want the document? You can't handle the document.
Oh.
I think
I want to handle it.
January 23rd, 1983. I pity the fool that doesn't watch our show. The A-Team premiered on TV. Yeah.
I fucking loved the A-Team when I was a kid.
I don't even remember what the first thing was that he came out with because I'm like, it's not in the document. I don't know what he's saying.
Frisbee, Whammo. They sold 100 million of them.
Right.
Oh, like Whammo.
Big gets heavy, it's wood.
That's all I got for past history. I have no present or current events, but I know Andrea got something quite interesting.
I did. Is it in the document?
I don't know. I'm not in the document. I don't know. It was in Facebook Messenger earlier. What the hell was it? 2-3 days ago. Travis told you put it in the document.
Yeah, and I didn't have access to it. All right. Well, talk amongst yourselves because.
Well, I
Sounds like a good
quickly nip
moment
over
to
to
have a
Facebook.
break.
I've got a current event while she looks that up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, for those of you that don't know or do know, here's a refresher. We have a Talk of the Tavern YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Talk of the Tavern channel. Now, I signed up for this in May of last year, and they immediately went, "You're monetized, congratulations." And then a few weeks later, they went, "Our bad, you weren't supposed to be monetized till you got to 10,000 views." And I went, okay. So December 30th, I hit 10,000 views. And they went, okay, your account's under review for monetization. Then I got notification that, our bad, you now need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched. Which I know, that's how I felt too. So now I've got a new goal to hit before I can monetize YouTube. So what I'm looking for here is help subscribing. I need everybody to go subscribe to my YouTube channel for the show here.
Yep.
I'm just going to post a link here.
Do it. Just do it.
And it's like the show. Now it's more me than everybody else, but there is going to be a bunch of stuff in there from absolute asinine stupidity to thoughtful, kind, intellectual stuff to reviews of stuff. Oh, Devnall, look at you just take a massive lead all over everybody's face.
Yeah, you did.
What did it do?
Another 302 bits.
Ooh.
Get your bits out. I love it.
I think he's up to like 1,200 or something now.
See, I can't open this, but I can tell you the story.
1153. Okay.
Will
you wanna tell us
anybody
the
ever
story?
have bits bigger than Devnall's?
So anyhow, yes, please go subscribe, share, and encourage your friends. I would love to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. I feel like with 1,000 subscribers, considering how many minutes are watched now with only 100 subscribers, which I just hit 200 yesterday, I will easily make the amount of time watched once I have the subscribers. That will come. Like a teenage boy on prom. Don't even got to touch me. Anyhow. Okay, that's it. Andrew, what do you got?
There is a kid named Liam.
Fucking Liam.
Liam Burgess. He's the founder of Nom Nom Chocolate. He is the newest young Willy Wonka.
Awesome.
He bought, he started out making chocolate, hired his friends, outgrew the space, got a bigger place. That used to be a chocolate factory. He makes things chocolate that's like old books. You know how old books smell, so it would taste like just interesting type things. He got a loan. Why are you showing me that?
I don't know.
He got a loan and started up. Some of his friends never had jobs before. He gave them experience. They're doing really great. So,
nice. So it's just like odd flavored chocolate and stuff.
Yeah, there's regular chocolates. There's regular chocolates too. There you go.
I have a friend here on the island. Well, he's not on the island at the moment, but he's from the island. Who's another professional chef, and he's a pastry chef. And for a while here on the island, he had fudge is a big thing on the island. It's been made on the island for decades and decades, and so you see it all the places. where the tourists go in the summer. You know, boxes of Isle of Wight fudge for sale as souvenirs with pretty pictures of the island on the box. So he started up a fudge business, but he made odd flavored fudges. So he made like blue cheese flavored fudge and Marmite flavored fudge, and he sold fucking shitloads of it.
Well, it's like those jelly beans that taste like boogers and vomit. People will buy it. Travis put the link in the chat so everybody could check out the Welsh Willy Wonka.
Oh, he's Welsh.
He's Welsh.
That explains why he's mad.
Yeah. Let me put in though, the jelly beans, I thought the same. And then I bought one because I work festivals. You're up all night. I'm a projectionist at festivals. So, you know, you're up till 5 a.m. and then you gotta come back and start again, sitting in the dark. So what it is you get this little plastic container and you turn it and then you pour out one bean at a time, jelly bean. And then you tell the person, you match it with the color and you say, this could either taste like grass or spoiled milk, right? And then they have to eat it. And it's actually very fun. It's very character revealing because some people won't play it and some people are like, oh, I kept getting the spoiled milk and that's but it's sugar. It tastes good, so who cares? It is fun though. It's
not
fun.
Good.
Okay, so a couple of things. Gene, going back to work. Yay!
Yay!
Awesome.
Ian, SHOT Show 2018 this week. Looking forward to the YouTube gun vids in the following weeks. 3 new big bore ARs and the new Tavern TS12 semi-auto bug killer. And Ed, to answer your question from Devnall, Army, Germany during Russian meltdown. Okay.
Germany. Yeah.
So we covered that. Who else has current events? Anybody?
I remember Andrea had posted the swatting thing, and I found it. You want me to just take it away with
it?
Oh
yeah, I forgot what that was, but go ahead.
What is it?
Swatting. For those that don't know what swatting is, it's when you call the cops, you give them somebody else's address, and you say something's going on there. The cops show up. Blah 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 blah. Some guy in Los Angeles, he got into a beef with a guy in Kansas over a video game. So he calls the cops and he tells them, he pretends to be the guy and he tells them, I've killed my wife, I killed a couple other people, and I'm holding people hostage in my house. So of course the cops show up in their SWAT gear and everything. They storm his house. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And he ends up getting killed by a cop.
Damn.
Yeah. So
none of these guys thought to check where the phone call came from and match it to because if it goes to different cities,
cell phones these days, you won't know.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
To an emergency call instead of tracking the call to see if it's real first.
Right.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
damn, that's hard though.
So yeah, apparently he finally appeared in court in Kansas. They extradited him from Los Angeles, and he's been formally charged for murder. So.
Wow. Yeah. Does anybody here game a lot? Especially online gaming. I know, Travis, you guys have in the past. Yeah.
I dabbled, yeah.
People who communicate with each other with headsets while they're live gaming are horrendously fucking vile to each other all the time. It's a bit like the internet, but instead of having to wait for someone to type a post on Facebook, you can just insult them directly back. With the anonymity of being anywhere in the world and just having a headset, it brings out the worst in everybody.
Yes.
Gamers are dicks.
Yes. They're a lot of fun to play with.
Because
they're
dicks.
I'm right. So I can't allow myself the luxury of playing. But when I visit friends, I'm all about, let me play your game. And I love getting on the mic, and I love telling them, you just got killed by a girl. I love that. And I love having Pickle Man on there, like, I'm right behind you. And he's not. He's
just... Do you have a gaming system currently?
No, I don't. I don't allow myself to have one.
Well, I don't game a lot. It's not a big urge. Andrew and I are playing Lego Dimensions and having a great time, but we go, and we sit down We're kind of like, suddenly I'm Italian. We've been playing Lego Dimensions, having a great time with it. But we'll play like 1 to 2 hours twice or 3 times a week, and that's it.
We beat a level or so and then go.
It's the dolphin jellyfish.
I do actually. I teach Minecraft actually, and yeah.
Well,
I love gaming. I love it. For the longest time, I played Assassin's Creed, the original, and then the Revolution. I got the pirate one, but it was just too boring. I just had to stop.
We have a PS4 as well as a Wii U, and we've got the PS4 camera where we can live stream to Twitch or YouTube.
Ah, nice.
While gaming. Now, Andrea is not comfortable with that yet. She'll do this, but that isn't something she wants to do.
So him and Aiden.
But yeah, if one of you guys also had a PS4 where you could stream, then I'd invite you in and we could stream together.
I tell you what, when I finally get a good job or I sell a script, I'll get one.
I've thought about trying to get Lego Dimensions for the PS4 because all the characters would work. Would you play Lego Dimensions on PS4 while streaming?
Because you could change your characters.
Yeah.
I like to play Robin. He's Dick. He hits stuff with his butt and does the worm.
And all the characters we have for the Wii U, they're all interchangeable to PS4.
Ah.
That was one of the nice things about that. Skylanders did the same thing and Disney.
I love the Wii because you can have elderly people play it, and it's still somewhat within their ability of
right.
Yeah, that's why I have a Wii.
Yeah.
By the way, Robin, thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Wait.
YouTube.
Call of Duty, nice gamer, cool, Devinol.
Said duty.
See, now, is that PS4, Devinol? Because I have Call of Duty, but I suck at it. But if you want to get on and stream to Twitch, as long as you don't mind having like the crappiest player ever hanging out with you, I will go have a good time.
Yeah, but you can kill one. All you need to do is kill one. It'll piss him off.
He can run away real well.
Well, the problem is, in the old video games, you had one control to move you and look around. Yes. With all of the new video games, you have one to move you and the other one to look around, and you have to coordinate the two fucking things to do anything right.
And it's so incredibly sensitive. It's just too much.
Yeah, suddenly I'm staring at the ceiling, running backwards, and
there's Dara O'Brien, the Irish comedian, was on Live at the Apollo here in the UK, which is a regular comedian's TV program. And he did a sketch about exactly that the other evening, about how your character, the different controllers and stuff in different games always have different button layouts. So you just keep accidentally hitting crouch all the time, and your character just spends the whole time going around like this all the time.
Or reloading, not shooting.
Devinol has an Xbox.
And Gene has a PS4 Pro. I don't know what that means,
that's
but
fancy.
Did I already say thank you to Robin for subscribing to YouTube?
Yeah, thank you, Robin.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, Robin.
Very much.
We love you, Robin.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys watching, if you're wondering why subscribe to the YouTube channel when you only watch us on Twitch, this is all interconnected. If one is making me money, then all of them is making all of us money. And the more we
could spend more time on it.
Right. We have plans. This is something else. When we talk about the Kickstarter here in a minute, some of our plans are having extra shows at different times during the week instead of just Monday night for 3 hours. We want to do a British pub episode midweek, 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8 p.m. UK time. So the Brits and Europeans can actually watch us at a reasonable hour. And we're also talking to Elizabeth. There we go. There's Robin. Robin, the character from Batman, or Robin who subscribed?
Yes.
Robin, the subscriber.
You draw so well. I wonder if you want to do a book with me. I need my next children. Sorry.
I
You
do.
do? Wait, what are you talking about? Because that sounds naughty. Anyhow.
British pub.
British pub. We're also talking about, if everything works out with Elizabeth and us, and she has the schedule time, maybe do an afternoon U.S. show.
Friday would work.
Well, that
Depending on time.
depends because I've got
Friday,
I've got an hour and a half drive to pick up my son on Fridays. So
Either way, it'll all work out once we get the money.
right,
We'll figure
and that's the
something out.
point. Is if YouTube is making the money, then Twitch grows too. We just grow.
Are we going to talk about it?
I guess we can. Anything? Wait, we still have more this week in history. Any die? Any weird news?
Birthdays.
I got birthdays too.
Okay.
Go ahead, bud.
January 22nd, 1934. The original Hulk actor Bill Bixby.
Oh.
1934,
1934.
Wow.
Yeah.
And my favorite Martian.
Yeah.
That's a
Those
good
are
show.
old enough to remember that. Yeah.
Thank God for Nick at Night because I really expanded my crap knowledge of TV.
January 24th, 1941. Mr. Love on the Rocks himself, singer Neil Diamond.
Oh, I was singing some Neil Diamond today.
I was singing too. We were singing on the couch.
Blues.
It was a Sweet Caroline. Bum,
Ah.
bum, bum. So good. So good.
We're sitting there like, oh my God.
January 25th, 1759. Scottish poet Robert Burns.
Ah, he later came to run the power plant and Homer worked there.
Yeah, that was good. And January 26th, 1955, rocker Eddie Van Halen. This is the question.
Yes.
Van Halen with David Lee Roth or Sammy
Yes.
Hagar?
Ooh.
I'm not saying Sammy Hagar isn't a better musician. I'm just saying David Lee Roth brought a certain personality and feel to the whole band.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you.
Oh! Did a cat just fall off?
Yeah.
Did the pussy hit the floor?
Sammy always came across as trying a bit hard, if that makes sense. Just the sound of it changed ever so slightly, you know?
It changed a lot, I think. The whole everything.
I saw them in concert, and all of them were so drunk, and yet they were fabulous.
Well, what
That's
do you
true
like talking
talent.
to Tavern?
So I like Chicken Foot, but Sammy Hagar was in recently.
And personal birthday shout outs of my own. Mike Neebe, old military buddy of mine, and the most lovely Yoshiko Ellington. Anyone else?
Yo. Yes, I have some. Quite a few. Now, last week, I believe I already wished happy birthday to these two lovely ladies, but I'm going to do it again just because I like them and interacted with both of them recently. Denise Hartman out of PA, who I really hope one day joins Andrea and I at a convention, as well as Jennifer Chandler. You had nothing to say about her?
Wow.
From MarsCon. No? Never mind.
Faces, I don't know last names.
But
and I
also-
How
know-
about happy birthday? We got that to say.
Happy birthday.
With sincerity.
Happy birthday.
Creepy. Okay, also Paul Headley, Ed Toden, Don Olson, Sweetheart from Canada, Daryl Woodard, Eli August, steampunk musician, Shannon of Outback Steakhouse, T.C. Fettinghauer, where the hell have you been? Why aren't you watching the damn show anymore? You remember TC?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Jamin knows TC. Anyhow, Bill Ives, Jeff Mack, who runs Steampunk World's Fair.
I know him.
Richard Green, who I went to high school with, and then I also had Yoshiko on there. So, happy birthday, everybody!
Happy birthday. Good night, Robin. Love you, baby.
Oh, good night, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
Pussy down. Sade birthday, January 16th. Sade. Can't be Sadie.
Sade. Yeah, 1980s singer.
Ed, are you were you in the Air Force?
Marine Corps and then the Army National Guard.
Yeah, buddy.
Got around like military horse.
Military service. I know.
If somebody gave him a cover, he'd work for him. Okay, so I guess back to the topic.
Okay.
do we want to go over show topics more, or do we want to just go into the Kickstarter?
Why don't we talk about the Kickstarter,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back to talking about topics afterwards.
Sounds great.
Gotta step away from
Okay.
it, guys.
All right.
Okay, man.
We'll wait here. You need what? Okay, you go potty. I'll start to explain this.
Oh, we're chasing everyone away.
Oh, Victoria, hope you're there too. I believe I will be there, and so will Andrea. So if you make it out, make sure you let us know.
Are you still talking about your potty?
No, she's got the potty. I just have a party.
Yeah, a party in your potty.
A party in my pants.
Okay.
Okay.
Got a party in my pants. I'm happy.
Nice. What the hell is that?
That's me. My hair's up.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought it was a steaming penis or something. What's going on there?
Did you just call our guest a steaming penis?
Maybe. I think I did. Maybe.
you I guess it's better than a cunt, huh?
Not in my
You
book.
can't say that.
I just did. Oh no.
Yeah, a hot
Dicky,
cunt
Dicky,
than a steaming
Dicky.
penis.
Warmth and depth. That's what I hear. Warmth and depth.
Yeah, Andrea and I saw Gene there last year, or last year now. We're in January. Victoria. So, yeah, there's a few folks who you'd be familiar with that you could meet there. Okay, so the Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Our regular viewers know that broadcasting from our house is very difficult because of our internet reception. We use a hotspot. We've been broadcasting from Retro Daddio, but when Jen moved locations, we can no longer broadcast from there till mid-February when she finally gets internet. So we want to run a Kickstarter for basically $549.99.
Not to be too specific.
Right. Well, to be very specific, to get the booster we need for the internet here. It's basically a cell phone booster.
There's a big other reason for you guys as well, isn't there? Because for those people who don't know, you travel a ridiculous amount and spend an awful lot of time just to get there and back.
I do. It is well over an hour. It's about 70 miles one way. So I'm on the road about 2.5 hours round trip, plus the 3 or 4 hours I spend 4 or 5 hours actually I spend there. So to do the show, it is a 4, 5, 6, 7+ hour day just for the show, let alone if I go there early to use the internet for other uploads on YouTube, etc. So this would be our bottom goal. Some of the what reason we're telling you guys this is I want somebody's opinion besides our overly optimistic concept of we could do this, because we've kind of done this before and failed. So I need to know, our listeners, do you think this is something that can succeed? Can we get a Kickstarter to fund for $549?
Well, and now we actually have a following of more than 2 people.
One.
We value
Gene and
your-
Von Hegner.
we
We got
value
4 now.
Okay. So we're thinking, the different reward levels. You would get something like, of course, minimum mention on the show, maximum actually a 20-minute visit on the show, so we could do multiple people in one show in case we actually get a lot of people on that one. Stretch goals would be at $900, the best booster we can get. If we keep going up from there by some miracle, getting extra equipment to make the show a better quality. So, when we're talking about Kevin's connection or whatever, fixing that, that'd be about $1,400. And each of these stretch goals that we're mentioning now would have bonus stuff for everybody that put forth. 2,000, we would do a mobile studio. And if we hit 3,000, we would actually...
3,000.
Gene's, 3,000, we'd have the mobile PA system, the mobile studio. Everybody's like Kevin needs a
that would be
second
everything.
monitor and a
that'd be
decent
amazing.
That's that kind of stuff. Yeah, the $1,400 stretch, I would actually get nothing out of it. They would each get something out of it, though.
I get headphones.
Give me.
So Devnall and it is a bit of time on the road, Victoria, but that's why we're looking at the Kickstarter. Could I count on our current regular listeners to share the hell out of it and strong-arm people in the street to go drop $1 on it and crap like that?
Well, like I tell people, if you only got $1, do $1, and then just pass it on.
We only need 500 out of them. That's not that many shares. That's not that many bunches of friends.
True.
If you can convince everybody to just drop $1 on it, this is how successful Kickstarters go. Is people go, hey, let's just throw something at this. Let's give these guys a chance, and we can't do that unless you guys are willing to share the living shit out of it for us when it happens.
Devnall.
So Ed, you see right there in the chat the Stream Elements post.
His dad was a jarhead. Yo, simplified.
No.
What else?
Nice.
Oh, 200.
Hoorah.
So the Stream Elements post had just posted to the chat.
Victoria.
Mm.
So awesome.
Oh, that'd be great, Victoria.
Yeah, nice.
Upgrade and save us hundreds of dollars a month.
Yeah.
Which
Victoria, thank you. Can I
What
just
happened?
say,
I don't get it.
well,
Okay, yeah, we'll go through this one. Devnall just threw another 200 bits at us, and Victoria said we'd get $50 to $100 from her.
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's an amazing start.
20% of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fabulous.
I'll tell you what, because of you guys' encouragement, I'll set it up this week. By next Monday, it'll be live.
Cool.
Cool.
Also, you guys,
Let's do this.
I know Facebook sucks, but share the show on your Facebook page.
Right.
Tell your friends and tell them to tell 2 friends and so on and so on and so on. So
Even just the Twitch link. Be here at 8 o'clock on Monday for an amazing time of people who will offend you or make you laugh, or both.
Whatever.
Everyone's just a click away.
Yeah.
And, if you have things you like, if there's more you want to see, small shows like this can really perpetuate and help the smaller companies, the independent, bringing things back. This is where it can grow. Just a click away.
And if we get some of these things, we can bring more things like British Pub.
The British Pub Show.
This is a must. We
really
drink
want to do that because they're just on the island where I live. There is pretty much an endless carnival of freaks I can drag past the camera for a couple of hours.
And then, with the rest of his and my connections through the steampunk world in the UK, we've got a ton more. Yeah. Which, by the way, the other thing I was talking about, Ed, in the chat box, not on the video part, but on the chat box itself, Stream Ellens posted, hold on, let me scroll up. Help us get an upgrade and save us hundreds of dollars a month. Support your tavern and get bonus freebies on Kickstarter coming soon. So I put that up. And the way you would save us $100 a month, hundreds of dollars a month, you got to keep in mind when I am driving that distance, the time and the money, the gas, the maintenance, etc.
And that's time he can't work on stories for the paper because he's working on this.
And Jamin, appreciate that. And when you say, I'm sure I can do something towards it, even $1, we're appreciative.
Yeah. Yep. Every little bit counts. It sounds like one of those horrendous cliches, and it is, but it's true in this case. It's not a massive goal that we need to make a big difference. Why do I feel like
we're on a muscular dystrophy telethon or something right now?
Well,
And the bottom line is you can't throw $1 or more at
Let me
us.
get my accordion.
Share it. Tell other people about it. Here's people.
Yes.
Tell us if you've got clever ideas for rewards and stretch goals and stuff, because obviously we can think of stuff that we can offer you, but if there's stuff you want to see, naked pictures of me.
Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate that a whole bunch.
Help us entertain you.
Yeah. Something else, keep in mind, we're not special snowflakes. We're not easily offended. We're going to make you mad, but never to be hurtful. So, yeah, we're going to make it.
I'll throw $1 at you. I'll throw $1 at Ed.
Oh, okay, wait a minute, Kevin. You're sharing naked pictures of yourself for money? Damn, I've been doing that shit all wrong.
Well, I mean,
They've been
it's a
giving
supply and
pictures of
demand
Kevin-
market. If there's a demand, I will supply.
You know, I've
There's
been
money
making.
in it. If I can sell my soul or pictures of my horrendous, slightly overweight 42-year-old pasty, stick insect resembling British body for cold hard cash to fund up with a tavern, I will whip my cock out in a heartbeat.
Well,
You know,
I've been
I'm
making
loving
money at that for years. Only they pay me to put them back on. So,
You know what? Maybe we can work this out both ways, and some will pay you to take it off, others will pay you
Some
to
will
put
pay
it
me
on.
never to send them the photographs, because remember, we can track you people down.
Oh, by the way, here's the stretch goals that we worked out. So we mentioned, like the $900 better booster. That would allow us to do the British pub show, and I'd send you ebooks. At the $1,400 level, we would send you signed postcards from all of us. The 2,000 level, yes, the
I'll
postcard
send
will
them
not have clothes on.
No, I'll send them while I'm naked. Okay.
There we go. Mail them while naked. Patches sent out to everybody that gives anything, even $1. And if we hit that $3,000 mark where I get the full mobile PA system, I'll do a live studio audience experience. I will find some place where I can invite all you guys on a weekend, and if you can make it
During
out,
the day.
we will do a live show on a Saturday. You could fly into town from England. No pressure. And yeah, we will do a live show, and so there's things. There's things.
yeah, I was going to say I'll cook a great meal, and then I remembered you're professional chef. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
no,
no, please. I always say the same thing to everybody who says that, because people are always like, oh God, we can't invite him over for dinner, he'll judge everything. I judge fuck all. Do you know how precious it is to a man who cooks for other people for a living to have somebody else do the cooking?
Done.
I don't care if it looks like slop on a plate. If it's edible, I'm a happy man, because it's one meal in my life I didn't have to fucking make.
What? Well, since you set the bar so low,
You've got something else you can eat.
you got it.
Consider it
You
low.
got it. I love to cook. This will be fun. Cook and
Awesome.
drink, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
I do too.
Not
Elizabeth,
necessarily in that order.
You come down, and you could take one turn in the kitchen. I'll take the next. We'll make a
Done.
good American home cooked food with flavor.
But
If you
I
ever
think
get up
Kevin
off
needs
the
an eating
floor,
buddy.
has to cook. What was that?
What? You
Say
did
it
what on
again,
the floor?
Andrea?
I said, because Kevin needs an eating buddy, I'll help him eat the food.
Yeah. I said,
You know what? Let me ask.
go ahead.
Uh-huh. No, go.
I said, whoever can make it up off the floor gets to cook.
Okay, guys, see these patches? I just got 50 of them in today to see how this guy does, and I like his work well enough. They're pretty basic.
Kevin is the stretch goal. That's what Victoria said.
Hey, he wouldn't even need a step stool to get that shit off the top shelf for us.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I'll do. If anybody wants one of these, what? You know what?
He's
5'8"
stretching.
guy is happy about that. The step stool is a really big chore, isn't it, Andrea?
That kid is so.
What's a
And he-
step stool?
Shut up, giant.
It's a stool that's only related to you by marriage.
Oh.
Piece of shit related to you only by marriage.
Oh.
Anyhow. See those? Anybody want one? PayPal me $5.
Did you say pay pound?
PayPal. Not
PayPound me.
Or wine.
There could be a niche market there we could start up.
Yeah, if you want to PayPal me, friends and family PayPal. I'll just with your address, I'll mail one out to you this week.
You do that, I'll end up mailing it because.
And that pretty much just covers costs of those anyway. So when we order more than 50 at a time, the price drops significantly. And the next ones we get will be a little larger.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
they will.
I've heard that before.
But these are great size for pasties.
It works perfect for nipples.
Does that mean if I get 2 of those, instead of sending me 1, can you send me 2? Does that mean I can finally get topless on Twitch?
Yes. And Victoria
Awesome.
will be happy.
I can get the moobs out finally. It'll be like Ricky Sheehorn's back in the building all over again.
I don't think
Okay,
it's big
I'm
enough
gonna
to cover the python.
I'll whip my python out.
Okay, here's I'm in the chat here. I'm putting my PayPal email address. Travis I, as in Ian, or Igloo, or India, or whatever. Travis I Sivart at gmail.com. So yeah.
And if you
Thank you,
notice,
Gene.
Travis I. Sivart is spelled the same way backwards.
It is.
Wow.
But that is the letter. My middle initial is I, not a lowercase L. So anyhow, yeah, drop me a thing. I'll get you one sent out this week. If you want to do it some other way, if you want one, let me know. We'll work it out. Drop me a whisper or private message or whatever the fuck they call them here, or you follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, I whispered to him earlier. That's how he tracked me down. I'm curious. Devno, I need to know, just because I was mad enough to send it to you. Did you go and track me down? Did you go and have a look at my house? What did you think? Should I repaint my front door?
He is up to 1,300 bits.
Wow.
That in itself is almost
man.
worth sending you one. Almost.
Almost. Come on, man. Just a little more.
I realize I say shit without thinking.
I like how fierce and serious Travis looked when he said that.
Devno, curiosity question. What dates did you serve?
We'll wait quietly till you tell him.
We're not doing anything else till you answer.
I need a cigar.
You need a
That
cigar?
reminds me of a joke. A husband
ahead.
is massaging his wife's shoulders. And he says, "Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby." And she says, "Lower, lower." And he says, "Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby."
He does that.
I did that earlier on the show when you said lower.
Lower.
By the way, I'm going to call out a lurker. Tracy, good to see you listening. Hope you're doing okay.
Hi, Tracy. We need to go shooting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Devnall.
What?
Devnall
What did I miss?
making us his little whore tonight. I
All
like
right.
him.
You raining cash on us again?
Bits, 1,500.
Damn.
Now, here's a secret about Twitch. Twitch doesn't pay out in... Ed, he answered you.
Yeah, got it. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Twitch does not pay out until you hit $100. Devnall alone might put us over the limit to where we actually get our first check.
Should I start getting naked?
Hold
All right, let's start.
Hi, Tracy.
It's legal till I show nipples. Is that right?
I'll hold the patches up over Kevin.
So you get for now.
Oh, bye.
Tracy, glad to have you join us again. We weren't sure if we were too much, and now you're hearing the unadulterated show.
We missed you, and we do need... I do want to go shooting. We need to do that. So, yeah.
Devnall's all grown. Yeah.
I need one of those.
7.
Wow, I thought he was like 12.
I figured he was,
20s. I don't know.
That's
Careless
like
whispers.
email notification.
My age, I would say.
I'd say close to it, yeah, considering. Because I didn't graduate high school till I was first served, so, man, good to have you.
Good to be had.
Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. One last thing, and then we go random and talk about whatever we want. Go back to
now
talking
we
about
go
this.
random. Okay.
Oh, look at Gene. Gene stepping it
Uh-oh.
up.
Competition.
Well, why is that guy?
Oh, damn. Come on, Gene.
Gene.
I like the way it's Gene, and it says she cheered 200 bits, but it's showing me 2 flashing hundreds. So. Anyway.
So, yeah, Devnall is up to 1,500, and Gene is 903,
903.
which is still a great. Really appreciate it. Thank both of you.
Okay.
Mine is just too, because I have to watch more videos.
Gene with a Jean.
Gotta fix that.
That's not Gene Hackman. That's Gene as in genie as in. Good enough. Something we're curious about. And this more goes towards a YouTube channel, but we could apply it to the show also. YouTube, when I first started doing it, we researched and found the recommended success formula is short videos about 3 minutes and a very focused topic for all your videos on your channel.
3.
I know a chick that liked that. But I couldn't do just one topic. I had a variety of playlists and still do. But we were discussing, should we have a more focused show and only discuss alcohol or cigars, or should we keep it broad spectrum and all over the fucking place like we do now? 3 constipated men in the Bible.
What?
3 constipated men in the holy books of Moses.
Yeah, I need to go get a cigar. You want this cat?
I've got one.
Touch the pussy.
You guys don't know that song from Ren Fairs? It's
No.
actually 5 consummated men. You know.
No. I can't say
Got
him.
booted.
Yeah, no, got booted after we said all those.
What? He
He's-
left? What?
No, he's back, but he got booted.
Oh.
I think Jean did it. She's competing. She's like, fucking hitting with bits. Screw you, Devnall.
Victoria reckons we should keep it broad.
Yeah.
I like it broad. The broader, the
What
better.
if
Oh yeah.
the broad can be? You can say we're specializing in entertainment, or or humanity. Well, maybe we're humanists. We're humorous humanists. How about that? Anything that falls under that or something.
Ed, hide your toolbar.
Yeah.
Man, you're showing off your toolbar to everyone.
Oh,
Whipping out
sorry.
your toolbar.
Put that away.
Speaking of which, I need to step out for a moment.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
And like a
Okay.
frightened turtle.
Jean, received. I will have that out to you this week, my dear.
Oh my God.
Now, let me also send this.
Is it scary to rappel out of a helicopter?
Love it. Love
Yeah.
Isn't
it.
that part of the fun?
I was totally afraid of heights until I
Uh-huh.
joined the Marine Corps. Then I was more afraid of the fucking drill instructor, so I got over that fear very quickly. And first time I came out of a door of a helicopter, I was totally hooked on it.
Really?
The scariest I ever did a night rappel just one time.
Ooh.
That was kind of scary because you don't know where the fucking ground is.
How do you slow your? I mean, how do you know when to slow your descent? I mean, how do you get through that?
For a night rappel, what they usually do is drop chem lights out of the helicopter, and you
Okay.
just look for the chem lights while you're going down.
Oh,
But other than that, you don't. But
We like to call them glow sticks.
Do or die,
Halloween
huh?
sticks.
Love it. Great
Damn.
rush. Big rush.
Wow.
Minor.
Oh, sorry.
And we always forget you've got tons of equipment on you, right? And weight.
Well, Ed always does.
He
Yeah.
always does.
This
That's
is
true. He's got his big cable.
This is true.
He just wraps it around his waist,
Or somebody else.
Little extra rope.
Fabulous. Wow. Oh, the cigars are coming out. Here we go.
Yeah. Tonight it's Tatiana Nightcap,
Oh.
which is vanilla, Marcona almonds, Arabica coffee, and cocoa. Smells good.
Coco Chanel.
I bet you if it came out of a helicopter, you still could get some arc and distance on it.
You probably end up with hair gel.
I'd get on everyone, probably. A blade. What do they call it? Point and spray,
Spray and
And
pray.
how about that pocket hose? Can we talk about the pocket hose for a minute?
Smell that.
I want to hear your Me Too joke.
Okay, and we're going to offend some people.
It's going to change your
Okay.
life. Prepare thyself.
Okay, if this is not my joke, I saw a buddy that posted it, and I will remind you that we're a tasteless humor show, and if you haven't realized it yet, have you fucking been listening? Okay, so we're all familiar. In December, we had the hashtag Me Too movement, where women and men posted Me Too as in I have been sexually abused. And I thought about posting for my experience. I went, no, it's my life. It made me who I am. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm not traumatized by it, but it happened. One of my friends posted going, regarding the hashtag Me Too movement, back in my day, the hashtag symbol was called the pound sign. And when you're worried about sexual abuse, posting pound me too probably isn't the best idea.
That's not fun.
Now, I have told it to all these people here off camera, and they all one of you didn't.
I knew about it before.
I'm so sorry that you can't laugh at horrible shit like we can. If Kevin was here, he would tell you about the fields of rape as far as the eye can see. Which is what they call canola in the UK. It's rapeseed.
You gotta laugh, man. You gotta just laugh. Rapeseed.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yep, no, I liked it, of course.
What did I just miss?
Pound me too.
Pound me too, and
Fields of rape.
Fields of rape.
Fields of Rape. I've got loads of those near me.
Yes, he does. So I think Devin all found it funny. Everybody else logged off.
I'd like to.
Just check
I'd
and
like
see
to
how
take
many
a-
viewers.
I'd like to take a moment to shout out to the company Cafe Pod for their wonderful product, Supercharger, which I've just made myself a cup of. If anyone knows anyone who works at Cafe Pod and they'd like to get them to sponsor me, I'd quite happily drink their product.
That's something else, guys. As we do the Kickstarter, there is going to be a thing on there where we will review your product on a YouTube video and live on the show if you give that amount. So if you're in the UK, we can send it to Kevin and he can review it.
Anything.
Okay.
Didn't we also talk about
Most
the possibility of someone, if they gave us enough money, getting their advert on the scrolling advert that shows on the bottom of the show?
Yeah. If you guys want to know what we have currently listed as the reward levels, the minimum one will get you mentioned on the show. We'll mention you on. Sorry. I will talk with this hand and they can't see it. We'll mention you on the show. We'll probably do
chat
that
shit
right
about
when we
you.
do it, and then again mention everybody at one time on one show. At $20, you know the ad we have in the bottom that shows you our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It mentions my free book. It mentions a few of the other people who have supported us. We'll put your ad in that rotation, and I believe it will probably be for a whole month after the Kickstarter ends and the money comes in. At $50, you pick a topic, and we will discuss that topic for 20 minutes. $75, video, YouTube, and on-air live product review. And $100, we bring you on for a 20-minute visit. And the reason we're limiting to 20 minutes is you guys are all cool, but that other asshole, we don't want to keep them all 3 hours. So, these are the things. And if you guys think those are absolutely horrible ideas, let us know right now before we do this shit. If you think of something better, but I like 5 reward levels. It keeps it simple, keeps it easy to deliver, keeps the theme. I don't want to do 12 reward levels. I don't want to do...
It's too much to keep track of.
We're going to send you a sock that we some stupid shit like that.
Oh, no.
We want to make it easier on everybody.
Send us $1 in your rough location in the world, and I will wave at you.
Yeah, we could do that. There's a reward level.
For $2, I'll do it from outside.
So if you say in your bushes,
if you want to see it in my bushes, that'll be $5.
You want to sit my bushes? Yeah. Time to trim the hedges.
If you want to sit in Elizabeth bushes, she'll pay you $5.
I have a man who comes in and does mine for me.
Because she's on the 7th floor.
I know him well.
Good night, Gene.
Good
Oh,
night,
good
Gene.
night, Gene.
Good night,
Thanks for
Gene.
being as awesome as always, Gene.
I just go the call to report tomorrow. Hey, hope you go back to work soon, but not
Yeah.
so soon that you can't stay up all night with us. Just saying.
Yeah.
Giggle, giggle.
You know what? 2 weeks ago, we knew Devnall's real name, didn't we? Tony. Tony?
Tony.
Nah.
Oh, well. We'll figure it out again. We knew it, though. Did we know him?
I didn't write it down. I have a list.
I have a list somewhere, but I don't remember
Yes. I remember it
Yeah,
well.
this smells really good.
where.
What are you
It smells
smoking?
like
Okay.
it's Tatiana nightcap. It's vanilla and chocolate and almond and coffee, and it's so wonderful.
Nice.
Yes.
I gotta admit, that cappuccino one you gave me when you came over, I was a bit skeptical about that, but I really enjoyed that.
It's good, right?
We gave you one of
Yeah.
the good ones of that, though. There are other crappier ones.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Victoria, no trimmings necessary. I don't mind beating the bush.
I tell you what, I've never had a problem either way. I like it both ways. Which do I like better? Well, I guess it depends on my mood that week.
Jungle boogie.
I'm over 40. I'm just grateful.
That's right.
Here.
Okay, so nobody has any better ideas for things that we can give out, give away, or make reward levels, etc. Okay.
Well,
Does anybody think our ideas suck? We'll go with that.
For $10, I'll insult you in an imaginative British fashion.
my humidor.
Yeah, we get it for free. I'll just point that out.
Yeah.
You know.
That's strictly off air, though.
This is,
There are places even we won't go on air. Very few of them.
Is there?
we just went 2 of them. Thanks, Ed. Why don't you tell him your hashtag joke, Travis? Not my joke. Like most people haven't responded since then.
Well, you gotta share.
Okay. Chug-a-lug.
I don't know who left, but we love you guys.
Ah, shit.
Oh, Edward.
Uh-oh.
Pick a topic.
Otherwise, he's going to rant about people picking rants and not giving a topic.
Yeah, this could be intriguing.
If
Why
we make
picking
you
on me?
regular on here, you'll get one of these too. We let them redeem the shots that we give these people to, like Andrea Beauty Tips, Kevin. Talk
Say something in a sexy British accent.
It'd be fun, maybe people could, suggest words that each one of us will get. I'm not sure how to do it. It was just an idea. And if you can make the other person say the word, then they have to take a shot or something like that.
Kevin playing the part of Hyacinth in Keeping Up Appearances. Okay, here's your rant.
Nice.
Oh, Ed, go, man.
Rant on. I thought we'd just been doing that for like the last 30 minutes.
Well, now it's just you.
Gosh, it's just me. Okay, you cheap ass motherfuckers out there. We need some goddamn money right now, today, in order to keep the show going on the air and good and everything. So give us your fucking money now.
Well
And
said, Ray.
flip it.
Talk about a stereotype of black man demanding your money.
I didn't have a gun.
That we can see. That
didn't
we
have
can see.
What are we looking at?
He may well have a weapon in his hand for all we
There's,
know.
that's a,
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so for the last hour, let's go back to show topics.
We have a few.
What do we have so far?
From tonight,
Is
Yeah,
this a
reptile.
3-hour show?
it is. Are you okay for the last hour?
Fine fine. I got to get something else to drink.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
I have one, but I don't know if it's too heavy or not.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Go on.
I was thinking about a Bill of Rights show with emphasis on the Second Amendment.
Oh.
Interesting.
Good one.
Now, Ed, did you ever go watch that episode of Arrow?
No.
Okay, you'll have to write this down. Whatever the most recent season is.
I gotta write stuff down.
I know. Well, otherwise, can you remember the number 13?
Recent season 13. Okay.
Episode 13. Go watch it because the mayor's office, which Green Arrow is the mayor at that point in time.
Oh, yeah.
They addressed gun control issue, and they did it surprisingly well. Now, it did get wrapped up in a neat little bow that would never happen, but what the bloody hell? Flags out his head rants. Oh, no! Devnall, just so you know, I am planning on making a clip of that, so you should be able to see a highlight of it in the next day or two. But yeah, it was a really surprising episode that they addressed it at all.
I'll check it out.
And pretty well done, addressing both sides of it.
I have the list whenever you're ready.
Okay, what do we got on the list?
Okay, now we have a Bill of Rights show focusing on Second Amendment. Reptiles. I think we should call that Ask Kevin About His Snake. That.
You can combine that with the Monty Python quotes.
You can call it Kicking Cunts and Serpents.
Did your mic move? Because you're quieter than you were before.
What was it? Cooking
Cunts and Serpents.
Did you say cunts?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know
you
if we
can change
that on the Facebook topic. We'd have to
I can be very creative.
Sure she can.
Movies and TV, worst plot, twist, and line.
Mm-hmm.
Pickle Lady Film Fest Friends.
Which is a possibility. We have to check and see if that's even.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the ideas that we have. All About the Memes.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking, where the third hour focuses on cannibalism. Conventions, all about different ones. The Generation Gap. And Divers, Sky, Scuba, and Muff.
Okay.
I got one more. Because it was brought up about the Second Amendment. I think we should go for the First Amendment too. Maybe can it go too far, or is hate speech real, or something like that.
That's not bad.
We can include it all in the same show because I'm going to do the entire Bill of Rights.
Yeah, we could definitely put that together. Should we have another Whose Line Is It Anyway episode?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should have people audition for it.
And I think we should have another what was the poetry reading one? I think we should do another one of those too.
Poetry jam.
Can you got room to write down?
That turned out to be surprisingly fun, yeah.
That was. Okay, we've got enough. We can choose. I believe we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 9 episodes. So we've got like 12 ideas there. We can narrow it down to 9.
Hey guys, shout out with your favorites on the list, and we may consider them.
There we go. That way we can see which ones you guys are.
Or we may not. We are huge, omnipotent gods.
Yeah, we are.
Save them. Bring them to me.
Impotent gods. Okay.
No, I said he said I am Nips God.
Huge impotent god. What? Anyway.
Yeah, something.
Lubric.
I'm not impotent. I'm the god of little blue pills.
Nipples at some point. So how are you? Okay, so on the list once
Can
again,
you read that?
just type out what you'd like to watch.
You want me to read it?
No, I got it. Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I got. Fapping Poetry Jam.
2.
2. Sorry.
The second.
The fat back.
Whose line is it anyway? Bill of Rights. First Amendment. Can we go too far? Second Amendment. Focus on Second Amendment. Reptiles. Ask Kevin About His Snake. also known as Cooking Cunts and Serpents. Movies and TV. Worst plot twists and lines. Pickle Lady Film Fest Friends. All About the Memes. Cooking with the third hour focused on cannibalism. Conventions. Different ones that you've attended about different ones. Generation Gap. And Divers. Sky, Scuba, and Muff.
Okay. There you go, Victoria.
Now,
I think
Ed
she was
said
asking if we can type them out because.
Oh, I thought list them. You sure
No.
type out, or do we just want to list
I could be wrong.
Victoria, let us know if you need them typed out, and we'll do what we can.
If he gives me the keyboard, I can do it.
Sorry.
Now,
Kevin,
what
didn't
I
mean
wanna
to
know-
step on you.
yeah, that's fine, man. What I wanted to say was, so Ed, you know a scuba diver and a skydiver, right?
Yeah,
So who are we going to have on as the expert muff diver?
I'm here every night.
I think we can all cover that. I don't know about Elizabeth, but Black Snake Moan and Devon all with his Alabama Black Snake.
Love that movie. God, I love that movie.
It is a good movie.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, type. Oh, okay.
It's my sound. It sucks. All right, you want to give me that?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Take the pen.
Take it all. You need me to pull anything else over here so you don't have to rest it? Are you going to really rest on
Sorry.
the cat?
Did you
What do you
just
have
really ask her if she needed you to pull anything else?
I just want to point. Here, let me just move this forward.
Wow. Travis Cam.
The keyboard
the
is
cat.
resting on the cat.
She won't move.
We'll just do this to make it easier for everybody.
It's like, do you guys have the same game, Buckaroo? Or is that just a British toy?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Buckaroo was a game I had when I was a kid. It was basically like a horse, and you clicked it down into a locked position, and then it was very finely balanced, like a hair trigger thing. And the idea was you had to hang objects off of different hooks on its saddle and harness and stuff. And when it got up beyond a certain weight, it would buckaroo, it would click and flick everything off, and you lost if you were the one who put the thing on that made it trigger.
Oh, we had
I
similar
can't
games,
see,
but not
so
that.
I hope I'm spelling this
I'm
right.
gonna-
Yeah, if you're not,
In
they'll
fact,
figure
I'm
it
going to
out.
go and find. Fuck it. I'm going to find a link to it. Just, I remember I played it for hours. I fucking loved it.
Okay. So we're getting some responses here. Good. Yeah, Whose Line is always good. And I think the Fapping Poetry Jam might become a regular every 4 months type thing.
There you go. Buckaroo.
All about the
Yeah,
meat.
I agree, Victoria. I always like the Whose Line Is It Anyway episodes. I just have to remember not to be too funny.
Well, we also learn as we go. So the last one, no rehearsal at all. Tongue in cheek.
Tongue in
very
cheek.
good. You're not actually funny. It's all good.
No.
All right, I hope y'all can read that because I wasn't looking at the screen when I typed it.
And our handwriting is horrible, so
What? I can read it.
I meant for the typing.
Oh, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I think most of those are viable.
I like the divers ones. That all depends on if Ed can get his friends.
Well, if not, we might be able to work something out. We'll figure it out.
So what's the consensus so far?
I'm going to... Oh, well, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're looking at... Just slap some check marks next to
Yeah, that's
things.
what I'm doing.
Kevin Snake, Bill of Rights.
Hold on. They're not in order.
Kevin Snake.
Welcome back.
Slap your check mark next to my snake.
Did somebody say fapping poetry?
Yeah.
We said it,
Oh.
which we get to say in this. Whose Line?
And now,
Dive.
ladies and gentlemen, On the stage, live from London, it's Kevin Snake.
You know what, Ian? I think,
Okay.
you know, in the skydiving, scuba diving, muff diving, we would also hit bungee jumping. And
You put muff, but not cunt. Okay.
And the food one. Exactly. She snorted. She's a snorter. We got a snorter. That's great. I love snort laughers, just so you know. I mean, platonically. And
Okay.
so, yeah, it's. And by the way, for my.
We need 6 of them.
We need none.
Okay.
My 2 cents is.
We have 1. That was just a toast for today.
What we could do is we can get together off air now that we have some votes. Okay. Snake.
Okay, we got that.
She also wants to see the episode about it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We can arrange both.
Definitely so.
Okay, by the way, I have to say, I'm loving the backdrops of everybody tonight. Ed, I've already complimented you on your backdrop here. That whole room, whatever wall you're pointing at is always fucking great.
It's a great room.
Elizabeth just loved the backdrop you chose. This is something I usually have to remind people. Make your background look decent when you're on the show.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm sure Andrea is adoring the teapot on the heater.
Absolutely.
There.
And this also is a white sheet because it helps keep. You probably can't see it. It helps keep it warm. It's New York. But once I can turn it around and I have a projector, so I can do all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, that might be fun for a show for some stupid shit we want to do.
Yeah.
I like broadcasting down here because whenever I get hungry, I can just pull something off the shelf.
Nice.
Elizabeth, that's all stuff he's canned with his wife.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all like homemade.
It's like all over the wall.
Yeah, I told him we got to be able to show up next time, bring our own jars, and just beg like 1 jar of everything.
You gotta put a jar of eyeballs or something, intermix it.
Some of the fruit stuff, or else if we go apple picking.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Victoria, yes. She asked, "How about a party at Ed's when the rehab is done?" Here's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hot tub's always open.
Get it.
We go to his house for a whiskey tasting.
You have to know the password. Lock and load.
So yeah, we would go there, and if we do a daytime whiskey tasting as we've done before, we will make an event for it. We'll announce it ahead of time. We'll let everybody know so we can get some of our regulars in there also, instead of random people who are models out of Czechoslovakia or wherever they were. Yeah, true story.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Never heard from them again, but they followed us.
Where do you live, Ed?
Outside of Front Royal, Virginia.
The northwest corner of Virginia.
Yeah, in the mountains.
Only like 30 miles from the PA, West Virginia, tri-state area.
Mm-hmm.
I always imagine Ed's place as being like some shit from Fallout 4.
No,
it's nicer than that.
Like sniper towers set up in the tree line, you know.
Oh yeah, there's that.
No, that's different. I mean, of course. I'm now looking at my tree line outside going, huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so today, I'm in my office and I hear a gunshot.
Like you do out here.
You know, now, I used to hear this when I lived in the city. It was a different kind of gunshot.
I know where Rollins Mountain is.
Waltons. Remember the TV show Waltons?
Good night, John Boy.
Wow. Good night, Ellie.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Oh, good night.
Okay, good night.
By the way, just so everybody knows, if Elizabeth shows up on a regular basis, Pickle Man and Mr. Pickle, 2 totally different things, just so you know. So I hear a gunshot, and it sounds pretty close. So I get up to see what my stupid redneck neighbor, white trash neighbor is doing. Now, there is a gray, really nice pickup truck parked in front of his driveway, which is really just a dirt trail up to his trailer that was turned into a house. I see a guy jump out of the passenger seat, run behind the truck, across the street, up the little hill, pick up a small, furry, gray form by its tail, and run back to the truck.
It's dinner.
Somebody was hunting squirrels from their pickup truck. And
Welcome
made their
to the country,
passenger
Bubba.
fucking dog.
It's called either fast food or delivery.
Now, Elizabeth, I don't think we've told you this. I think the guys have heard this. We called Domino's to see if they deliver, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, you're just a bit out of our range. But if you drive to that little country grocery store 3 miles from you, we'll meet you there and give you the pizza."
That's the point.
I'm like, it's not quite delivery.
We don't
I
have
gotta
to
get
drive that far. Just down to the Exxon station is as far as we have to drive. But yeah.
Uber. Definitely, you're from Alabama. You know what it's like. What part of? I have friends in Alabama, and it's so funny because his name is William Turner, like from Pirates of the Caribbean, but he goes by Poncho.
Why is there no doubt?
As you do.
Yeah.
I miss living in Virginia. I literally, the directions I would give to the recycling plant was, you go past the big red barn with cigarettes written on the side, and you make a left at the light, then you go past the doghouse with the satellite dish on top, and then you make a right.
Our accent suddenly changes. Y'all go past.
Yes.
I say.
But now I live in New York, so I speak, not that way.
I do, but when I get pissed, I'll say all y'all.
Well, I found New
Oh,
York.
really confuse them and say Ewans.
Ewans.
But Poncho, being a smart, educated man, he believes in racial equality, and he even has a black friend. But heaven forbid you mention gay marriage because, oh no, that's crossed the line. He has no problem with people being gay, but they shouldn't be able to get married.
Right.
I laugh so much because that used to be one of my favorite lines that I would hear growing up. Born in the 60s, started
Right.
school 2 years out of desegregation, okay? And
Wow.
and that used to be one of the favorite lines. That, I'm not prejudiced. I even got a black friend.
I once talked to Ed about this.
Would you be my black friend?
I've talked to Ed about this. When I went to elementary school, I was one of 5 white kids in an all-black school. Now, the way I'm wired, I swear I must be borderline Asperger's or autistic or something. I didn't think anything about this. Good night, Von Hegner. Enjoy
Good night, Von Hegner.
Good night, Ed.
And then we had the Cuban influx and the South American, Central American influx, and I didn't think anything about this as Miami came, little world of Latins. So I never had a problem. I never had a prejudice. I didn't care. It wasn't us and them. It was people and that asshole, whatever color. And it was a couple years ago, I'm like, no, I have a black friend. And then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I've got 4 or 5 black friends. And 3 days later, I'm like, no, I've got like 9 or 10 black friends. And then after a week, I'm like, I got like 24 black friends. But I had to think about it because I no longer think of color and ethnic background or religion. I've got to pick those features out of my friend pool. And I don't think of them right away.
Are we still froze?
So your Twitch froze, Ed?
It's just my Twitch.
I
It's
know
not scrolling any longer. My messages. I can see
Yeah.
it's moving around and everything fine, but it's
Okay.
Okay. But, yeah, I apparently no longer have a black friend. I have friends, and if I think hard enough, I'll realize some of them are black and some are whatever. I think some might even be women. I'm not sure, though.
I think I'm a woman.
It was funny when I realized I have more transgender friends than I have gay friends. But then again, maybe not, because I don't fucking ask. So maybe they're gay and I don't know. Because I don't care. because I'm not sleeping with them.
You've never asked me.
That's true, I haven't. I have asked people here at parties, I'm like, so, and they're like married, and I'm like, so, straight, bisexual, or what? And they're like, what? I just figure we're going to hang out. I should know these things so I know what jokes I can make. And they're like, well, I'm married now, so just with, my wife. But yeah, previously I'm like, okay, cool. Just curious.
Just need to know what's going to offend you.
Yeah.
Need to know where my comedy in is. Yeah.
I just need to know if you find dick funny or if you take it pretty seriously. Yeah, this is one of those things.
Oh my.
And we're in the third hour, in case you guys haven't realized, which is our horribly inappropriate hour.
Aren't we?
Did you see my video of MarsCon with the Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper behind the desk?
I did. That was funny.
I didn't. What?
I showed it, and you're like, okay.
Was that there?
Travis, go.
I'm like, look.
Hurry back, Devnall. What were they doing behind the desk?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What? No, I wasn't there.
I think someone from one of the groups said, "Oh, they're just sleeping."
It was like a Darth Vader doll.
Oh, yes, that I saw. I thought you meant people dressed like
They were just sitting there, but they were sitting there face to face, and I thought it was amusing. So.
We do shit like that in Walmart and take pictures. We found like a Hulk and a Spider-Man, and one was bent over, and we just turned the other one towards his butt and snapped a picture with us in it, and then moved on. I
love the reindeer in the front yards at Christmas time. I'm all over that one. The hump deer.
On each other.
Our local supermarket had a big display of candles that had people's initials on them, so like just a letter A or a letter J or whatever.
Okay.
And my friend rearranged the display and then took a photograph of himself with his thumbs up next to it, and he rearranged it so that it said, "You are a fucking cunt."
Nice. That's a lot of candles.
And then he took the photograph and then left.
Great.
I think that's going to be my new favorite word.
And by the way, guys, everybody listening, watching, whether it's the live YouTube or by accident going, what the fuck did I just see? Hey, thanks for everything tonight. Thanks for your input on the shows, on the YouTube, on the Kickstarter. And if you are watching this on YouTube or any kind of replay, feel free to comment with your opinions about anything we asked. It's all helpful, and we appreciate it. You are still a part of the show, even if you're not here for the live broadcast. We still cater to you and only you. You're the special person we care about. Fuck all the others.
It's just you.
For everybody listening live, I just made that shit up. It's all about you guys.
Lower.
Oh, you guys.
Lower.
Are you Batman?
I'm Batman.
If you like it, tell your friends. If you don't like it, tell your friends. Just tell your friends.
If you hate it, tell your friends. We accept trolls too, asshole.
We've had a couple of those.
I had somebody post going, I wish you could get rid of the internet trolls. And Ed, I think they were talking about Bob.
Bob,
and I responded back going, actually, I think the guy you're talking about is one of our regular viewers. That's a personal friend of hosts.
Bob's not here tonight.
Yeah, I know. Where is Bob?
It's been quiet in the chat box tonight.
He might be traveling.
Where you at, Bob?
He might be.
Like you do.
Trolls, dwarves, orcs, elves. We accept them all. All are welcome here.
That's something I've done with racist jokes. I have started putting in fantasy races so I can make racist jokes that are funny without offending any actual real race. So I have a lot of orc jokes now.
Dwarves
except Skaven. Fuck them.
Skaven, would that be like Skeksis people or
no, Skaven people? Skaven are rat people.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't like them.
I'm not big on the lycanthropes because they're so like two-faced.
Oh.
Oh. No one even redeemed a dad joke.
Somebody quit.
What do you want to redeem a dad joke? I got another one. I used it on Elizabeth earlier.
Yeah,
Did you really?
Yeah, did you hear about the new movie Constipation? Yeah,
No.
it didn't come out.
Mm.
I
Oh,
saw
dear.
that. That was awesome.
Elizabeth was like, I got my end working. I'm like, great, it's horrible when it doesn't work. It's all crampy and gassy and make belly gurgles.
That's a shitty joke.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's a crap.
Not at all.
Giraffe.
I'll just take this and put it here for poor Giraffe to have his
He's
face.
a big boy. Big bottom giraffes make the world go round. Yeah, I tell him that all the time.
So Skaven are rat people?
Yeah, it's a Warhammer universe thing. I'm being a geek.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, what's your geek? Hey, Ian, thank you, buddy, for joining us. Any
Good night,
opinion?
Ian.
Good night, Ian. Take care, man.
And if you need a pad,
You know, I'm a comic book store junkie, and I gave up comic books when I went to art school. But I'm a sucker for a comic book, and I do a lot of drawing outside Pickleman on the subway, and I make my own comic book pages about my experiences. So that's my geek.
okay.
And I love animated films. I'm an animator, so I watch every damn animated film I can get my hands on.
If you draw these comic book pages and scan them in and send them to me, I will make YouTube videos for Talk of the Tavern about them, and I'll give you full credit.
I need to cut out and refresh here. My internet's getting choppy, so hang on.
Okay.
I'll call you back.
Okay.
Gotta go. I love it. Gotta go.
Okay. I think we offended her. Technical difficulty
Oh my god. I love the fact that when she goes, we get pickle.
with a Dalek,
A wee little dollar.
and it's the newer
Is
Dalek. not the
Is
old
that
one.
to scale?
Yes.
It is in the 50-foot pickle. The one video that we're going to watch.
Dillzilla.
Dillzilla. Thank you.
Dillzilla. I saw the showing of it at MarsCon.
Hey.
That's great.
Hey.
There we go.
We've lost a bunch of people. We've got Devnal,
They're
Jamin,
all very tired.
Trace, and Victoria.
They'll be
Late
back.
night drinking, baby.
Don't worry.
Barcast.
It's the third hour. Talk of the Tavern fans often scatter, but they'll be back and in greater numbers.
Yeah,
Yes.
they will. Oh, wait, there's two more.
But
Who else?
there's more.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Say hello. Where's our Greenland fan base?
Hands right here.
Where's Fabian and Liza?
They're
I'm just going to say I think he makes up Liza. He logs in a second account, so he feels like he has a wife. So if he's lurking, now's the time to...
Now's the time. Pick one of your accounts and come and say hi.
yay.
Tracy, you're still there. That's why we love you.
Yay! That's awesome. Oh,
Oh.
I'm very excited. Speaking of geek, I'm excited about next week. Next week's show.
What do we got next week again?
Where the wild geeks are.
Oh, yeah. So next week's topic.
I've met Nick. And I've seen their show. I watch it sometimes on Twitch.
So Nick and Joe do a YouTube thing, and they're two brothers who were estranged for like 10 years, got back together, and now they record this show together. And it might be 10 minutes, it might be 30 minutes, and sometimes a guest, sometimes not. But they play video games and then just bullshit over top of it.
Yeah. It's great.
And they're very, I guess, 30-something. They might be in their 40s by now, but I think 30-something.
are they on Twitch?
Yeah.
They are.
We host
So who are they on Twitch as?
I believe IRL.
Instant Replay Live.
Instant Replay Live. And I host them. I auto-host them. And they have like 4 or 5 people that will log into their channel and do different things. And they all seem to be really fun people because I've listened to a few of the shows with the other hosts.
I host him on my channel too because I don't do anything.
Do you have a question, Elizabeth?
That's not true.
Which part?
You know much.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you trying to get better reception? Are you adjusting your tinfoil antenna there?
That's for me to know.
If only we could get better reception.
I gotta go take care of it. Hang on.
If only we could come up with some kind of Kickstarter idea that would improve our equipment.
What?
Or our Wi-Fi.
Whoa, wait a minute. My equipment's just fine. Thank you.
So did you say Wi-Fi or wives?
Oh.
Because you're going to need a whole lot of money to improve my wife.
I thought she was perfect how she was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, she'd have expensive taste.
Elizabeth, where the fuck did you go that you were gone like 3.5 seconds?
You don't want to know.
Like you didn't
I
leave
turned my TV off.
Did you? Why did you have your TV on? Or did you expect the show to be boring and you're like, oh no, I'm
Yes.
going to need something else?
It's going to hedge my bets, leave something on in the background.
Was it the porn channel? Because if so, we'd like a blow by blow, if you know what I mean.
I couldn't possibly tell you.
Did you say you cut? Oh wait,
Couldn't possibly tell you.
Spacey Tracy asks.
It's Night Owl Creations. Usually, I'm on it, and that's what I chat on. But since we're sharing the office space,
Is it Night Owl?
I don't know. I'm one of your followers. Check my.
Oh God.
Usually,
Hold
usually I chat on that, but since we're sharing, we're using Talking the Tavern.
Yeah, we're focusing on one channel instead of a bunch. But give me a second. I'm going to get her exact name. I'll do a shout out. You can follow her because there is a chance she expressed interest in logging in and just putting together puzzles, which there are
No,
Twitch
not
channels.
puzzles.
Not puzzles.
We have cats. That is not going to happen.
Sleeping cats.
So you can watch cats and watch me do my crafty stuff.
By the way, if Madame Gandalf is out there, check out Madame Gandalf. She is just awesome.
She's
and
so fun.
fun.
She was on like a show. They reviewed her or something that was
Yeah, they
that was
did.
fun.
We're gonna make a video and try to get it on there, but it's a lot of work.
Not that one.
Not that. Hold on.
Not that one. I was gonna say if you go under the top cheerers.
Oh, that might be easier.
I don't know what he's doing. It's so complicated. Keep it simple, stupid.
How do I get to it? I can't.
Right
Oh.
there.
Oh, my
Christ.
creations. Okay, so
These
here's
sex
her
shows
channel.
need adjustment.
There we go.
Do a shout out. There you go. There's the link to her channel, which you can follow it. But if she broadcasts, it might well be on Talk of the Tavern.
Yeah, when we're on when we're doing the show, I auto-host Talk of the Tavern, so you could see us there. Bob Ross, of course, Instant Replay Live, Matricula, Madame Gandalf.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
what the hell?
Oh my god.
And then the campers went down a spooky trail.
The tampons went down what?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Hold on, I'm clutching my pussy.
Poor fish.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh my god.
This is Mr. Mighty Otter. He hates being held, but he loves being.
He's soft like a chinchilla.
Yes, he's our softest kitty. And you see these? These
Yes.
are love gloves because we brought in Andrea's 17-year-old cat who likes be pet, but only for a very random amount of time, and then she's claws and teeth.
Not speed though.
So when I have seen you jump back, like at least twice.
Is she the one that was hovering in the background the other night?
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah, she's back there.
See the dark space. Luke went on Dagobah. That's where she lives.
Well, since Harry
Is she getting a bit like the rabbit from the Monty Python movie?
A little bit, yeah.
kind of. Well, since Harry is at the vet getting, his balls removed, we've opened the house up because all the other cats, they all know each other and they don't attack each other. They just stay apart.
We've had her here almost 2 weeks, and we've introduced the other cats one or two at a time, and they go in and eat her food, and she hisses at them. uses her litter box, and she hisses at him.
But that's it.
And then, you want to go that way? Okay, you can go that way. She's walking out, and now the keyboard. Look, this is what Otter just typed to everyone. It's a message. But yeah, we didn't let Harry in because he's like 6.5 months, so he's still really playful and energetic, and we didn't want him terrorizing and frankly getting fucked up by a 17-year-old woman. Cat. I need a cat on there, don't I? A 17-year-old pussy. But now that he's had his balls cut off, we will let him in here because he's going to be like, I have no balls. I don't know what to do.
He won't try to mount her. So.
And she actually, we opened the door for all the other cats to come in as they will and her to go out. And she did come out. And she walked like 8 feet into the room, hissed at everybody, and came back to fucking here. And the other cats went.
Some people make an entrance, some people make an exit.
She did both at the same time.
It's a process.
So yeah, now it's time to integrate her, which she's been around like one other cat at a time, and she was okay because she could avoid one cat. Now she has 7 other cats to avoid, so we don't know if she'll ever leave.
Oh.
She will.
She will. But she's up there.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, that was one of the first live musicals I saw. I want to see Wicked.
I think mine. That's pretty good.
I read the books. It came out here to Norfolk one year. I could not afford the tickets. One day.
Yeah, Devnall, we took his cat manhood, but for a reason. Because we don't want cat urine sprayed on our stove or other places.
We don't need any more cats, so if he gets out, because he was found in the yard.
Yeah. It'll be okay. We fixed all of our cats, which the thing is, she might not like me to announce it, we're fucking poor. But I have made friends with the woman at the Humane Society or the animal shelter.
They're so nice.
And she gives us certificates to get the cats fixed. We pay for the shots and everything, but that one little certificate helps a lot.
Because she knows that they're in a safe environment, and we've taken a lot of them, so no more. Nope,
we're done until we're below 3. Don't laugh at us. It's my spirit musical. Nice. I heard it's very different from the book, Victoria.
It is.
We're willing.
It is incredible, though. You got to see it. It's really powerful.
There's a lot of them out there. I'd like to. I'm torn on Mamma Mia Part 2.
I've never seen Part 1.
Oh, I haven't. It's good.
I know. We go through this every time.
Except Pierce Brosnan singing. What the fuck? Who thought that was a good idea?
I liked Into the Woods.
Into the Woods is great, and the stage production is better than the movie.
It is.
Bernadette Peters as a witch.
She's adorable.
Oh, look, our Twitch is like resetting or some shit.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, yeah, digging in his box, if you know what I mean.
I need that.
Poor Harry has an empty box, huh?
He has now.
Well, now.
The first time he goes to clean himself, he's like, what the hell? Poor guy.
Now we can only flick his nubs instead of his balls.
I never like huge.
So, okay, next week. Nick and Joe. Where the
Brothers.
Where the Wild Geeks are? Is that what we're calling
Where
it?
the Wild Geeks are.
So we're going to discuss. Okay, so people are always bitching about. Oh no, you can't. What do they call it? When people dress as a geisha, you're doing what to the Japanese? What?
You're insulting it. You're degrading it.
No, it's called not usurping their culture, appropriating. their culture.
Okay, right.
So we've been doing this with black people for generations, damn it. We're appropriating the black culture when we try to be rappers.
What?
Whatever.
Oh.
Really?
Black
Shit.
Panther's coming out.
Ed, I'm sorry, brother. I had no idea I've been appropriating your culture for so long.
That's all right. Just wait till we
frankly,
team up on the next
Yeah, man.
So, we're going to talk about how geek has gone mainstream, and are they appropriating the geek culture, or is it a good thing?
Well, see, here's the thing. Black Panther's coming out. Oh my god, I'm so going to cosplay one of those characters. Granted, I'm like very white, but I don't care. You should be able to cosplay any character you want, no matter color, gender, whatever.
Well, this is what they say about every character, but sometimes when you cosplay, if you're white and you cosplay somebody who is not white, they're like, you're appropriating the culture. But if you're any other race, cosplaying a white one, you're like, cool.
To flip the coin, I saw an article the other day about a black woman who cosplayed Wonder Woman. That was ridiculous. It was very, very positive and very supportive of the fact that she'd done so.
Yeah, Victoria, we do too. Sharing cultures, learning about other cultures, liking Mexican food.
I like sharing culture.
Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday.
What, Ed?
I like sharing cultures.
Yeah,
I got some culture you can share, Victoria.
We're appropriating British culture. Watch us drink some fucking tea.
Later on, we'll glass someone in a pub fight.
So, Elizabeth, you're awfully quiet. You're not saying anything.
Yes.
Do you miss the Polish jokes? Which later became all blonde jokes, but even now that is not appropriate.
I was pondering the appropriation of culture, and I was born in Germany, but I'm American. I was born in Landstuhl, an American installation, and so I grew up in Germany and a bit in England, and a tiny touch in America.
A little bit
and
of y'all.
I think it's the human nature to experience life and to maybe absorb, I guess appropriate or whatever, to find the things that you love about cultures and life and art. And I find it so curious when people are coming up with terms almost in a negative way to work against that. I'm an artist. I'm going to research and take whatever I like or dislike and use it to help create a better experience for anyone.
I'm with you.
I think instinctively we do it on a certain level anyway, or certain people do. I'm known for stealing other people's turns of phrase.
He does.
And I think we've all did. I pick up on phrases that other people use a lot, and when I talk to them, I use those phrases a lot of the time subconsciously without realizing I'm doing it. Yeah, I have one friend, Craig. Craig calls everybody chap. All right, chap. Nice to see you, chap. How are you, chap? And instinctively, if I pass Craig in the street in town, I'll go, hello, chap. Don't even think about why I'm doing it.
Kevin's very tired, and he will call me buddy, because I use the term buddy. I don't use the term pal, which is pre my generation, and in my generation, pal stood for personal ass liquor. Middle school joke. But there was one time Kevin is like messaging me back and forth years ago, and he's calling me buddy. I'm like, what the fuck you calling me buddy for? Where's the mate? Why are you gonna go all American on me?
Yeah, don't even realize I'm doing it.
Because they don't understand.
What's that? What am I missing?
No, that's
Jamin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jamin says blonde jokes are only inappropriate because they don't understand them. By they, I assume you mean
That's
black
why we
people.
stand next to brunettes.
Why are blondes quiet at breakfast?
Never heard this one. Why?
why.
Because on the side of the orange juice it says concentrate.
Oh God.
I think you meant to say orcs.
Sorry?
I think you meant to say orcs, not blondes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a blonde orc.
Blonde orc. Beautiful.
Well, there'd be a social stigma.
Devon says, Lunstall Hospital. How nice. Been there.
Okay.
There you go.
STD checkup, buddy?
Wow.
Did it burn when you peed?
No.
That's a tiny hospital, and it's known now. That's where they take the injured. The injured.
That's what they do at hospitals. Thanks for clarifying.
Oh, Lord.
The ones injured military, especially coming out of the Middle East, they take them through Landstuhl. So.
Okay.
You know, I used to really appreciate Polish jokes, which became blonde jokes, just for the sake of here's the ultimate in denseness, stupidity, whatever. And I don't have to say blonde. I can put orc in there or goblin or whatever.
Asshole.
Elves. We can make them elf jokes. No, stomach virus. Station site.
Oh.
Poor thing.
Why did they take you from Mexico all the way to Germany to get to that hospital?
The beer.
Spelled B-E-I-R?
Yeah.
A Mexican beer.
At least it's been,
Has it?
well, I know there's a couple good Mexican beers that I'll drink over. Oh, by the way, Budweiser has fallen out of the top 4 beers in the U.S. It is now Coors Light. What was it? There was another light beer that's very popular.
Miller.
Miller. Well, Miller Lite, I think, just entered the top 3, and it kicked Bud. Oh, it's
Keystone?
No, it's Bud Light.
Milwaukee.
Coors Light, Bud Light, and Miller Lite are now the top 3 beers in the U.S. I know.
Oh.
I know.
You are not. There are some episodes where you talk about shit in America, and I'm like, I really just want to change all of my future holiday plans and just try and save up and go there as soon as I can. And then we have moments like that where I'm like, or I could just save that money and go down the fucking pub.
Oh, that's okay, mate. We won't be drinking any of that shit when you're visiting us.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
That's good.
never.
You know what, Kevin?
We'll wash our hair with it.
I like a beer that grabs me by the balls and shakes me against both walls, Hulk style,
When we were in the UK visiting Kevin, we did a pub crawl because he had like 16 within a walking distance of his house.
We started at the top of the hill and worked our way
downward. Just in case.
Tactical thinking.
There was one we went to, which was a chain, which he was reluctant to go into, but we went in anyway. And he's like, well, I'm going to get an American beer. And he started to go for like Budweiser, Bud Light. And we're like, no. They have Devil's Backbone.
No, it wouldn't have been a light.
And he had Devil's Backbone. And he's like, this is pretty good. I'm like, yeah.
And we're not so far from Devil's Backbone.
Yeah.
So you come out, we can take you there.
Yeah, it was quite nice. Wasn't it quite zesty? Is that the one I remember?
It is. Right? Yeah, it's a bit full-bodied and rich and has a decent flavor. It's not heavy, though.
There's a lot of breweries around.
It's not a beer you can chew.
Ew.
Yeah, that was Weatherspoons. I despise Weatherspoons. They're the death of the British independent pub.
I did have that squirrel beer. What was it? Nutty Squirrel? What was that called? Over there in the...
We had that at, Bodegas?
Bodegas, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and I had
Bottega.
tea there.
Bottega, thank you.
Oh, that place was so nice.
We like that place.
It's changed hands now. Still looks the same inside, different owners now.
I follow them on Facebook. Go back one day.
Oh, we got 12 minutes left, which I'm kind of, because I'm sick, I have to say we got 12 minutes left. Normally,
You've been hacking your lungs up all night, man. You've held in there like a fucking trooper.
It's more stuffy than anything.
He can't breathe.
Yeah, and then there's headaches and, the weariness that comes with all that shit. Not bad.
Well, thank God you're having that cigar. That'll help.
It doesn't hurt in this case.
Well,
if I had coughing or some kind of chest thing going on, I wouldn't have a cigar.
We have the window open, and he hasn't had one for almost a week.
Yeah.
So.
Because I've had them set out because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smoke a cigar, and then I'm like, no, I'm just not ready for one.
Speaking of beer, I do appreciate a beer that tosses me around and roughs me up and has its way with me. But I also like a lovely stout, just a smooth, lovely, dry stout. Just
I'm a stout guy.
And I like beer. I can just drink, and you can like drink all night just on one beer. It's just lovely, you know.
And when
I
somebody
enjoy
tells me to get chocolate stout, I have mixed feelings because there's a couple out there that are good, and there's others out there that are just nasty.
Talking about stouts and Guinness in particular. I have a friend, Simon, who's a former submariner, British submariner. And he invariably drinks a bitter called John Smith's, which is widely available over here. But whenever he goes out, he always has a pint of Guinness as his first drink and then switches to John Smith's for the rest of the evening. And anybody who doesn't know Simon, who notices this, will invariably end up commenting on it. And I always say to him, why, if you like John Smith's, do you always drink a pint of Guinness first? And he says, well, it's easy because that way I'm not drinking on an empty stomach.
That's true. Yeah. I do like Guinness. Oh, well, Four Loko will toss you around all right.
Oh.
What is Four Loko?
It's a energy drink beer.
Oh, wow.
I've never had one. I've known people. I've been offered them. I'm like, no, I think I'm okay.
So you can get stupid, angry, and full of energy.
A drunk who's up all night. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
I have to say, I lean far more heavily towards the stupid side of drunk than the angry side of drunks.
Sure.
I'm a very... I don't like getting drunk, but I like... You know, like, this is my second drink.
I've got drunk twice in my life.
Oof.
That's it.
I'm what my friends describe as long fuse, big bang. So I can drink an enormous amount before I start to show any real signs that the alcohol is hampering me, and then someone flicks the Muppet switch.
You're all like,
a magic tip. There's a magic tipping point so many beers in where it's like, I'm fine, crevasse.
What's the indicator? What's the thing that you start doing? They say,
It's normally something physical. Like if I'm just sat cracking jokes or something, that's quite normal. But if I start trying to do like weird freaky body stuff, or like I'll do something weird now. Okay, like so there's a normal hand for it.
Okay.
I do this weird thing where I tuck my thumb entirely out of the way behind my hand like that.
Oh, wow.
I can do it on both sides, so you can give yourself a round of applause.
What?
So yeah, when I start doing shit like that, if I've been drinking, that's kind of an indicator that it's all about to go south from there. Now you know my tell.
Yeah, I know.
Devnall says he's a funny drunk that goes to sleep drunk. I don't like to go to sleep drunk because if things spin, fuck that. I will get up, sit up, turn on the TV till that passes because, oh, God, no.
Yeah.
It's a free ride, baby.
Pint of water before bed. Fuck him.
And then Victoria says that's like a cheaper version of rum and coke.
Bacon for breakfast. Generally speaking, I don't care if you want to be vegetarian, vegan. That's your choice. I don't have anything against people for their dietary choices. But the one thing I feel sorry for them for is that you can't use bacon as a hangover cure. It's scientifically proven to work. Your body loses salt when you get drunk.
Yeah.
Alcohol draws salt out of your system. Bacon is one of the fastest ways of putting it back in.
Yeah.
And the tastiest.
I'll tell you what, I love a breakfast burrito, but I've really switched to tortillas instead of bread for most things. And there's nothing like some, eggs and a piece of ham or bacon and a little bit of scotch on that.
I get where you're coming from with the tortillas. But yeah. Well.
I like them. They last longer in my fridge than bread because I don't go through it quick.
I eat a lot of bread.
He likes to say tortilla. I love bread too, but I can't.
No, I like French loaves, Italian loaves, but not like this loaf of bread. By the way, Kev, Victoria wants to know, is your snake double jointed?
Is my snake double jointed? No, none of my snakes are double jointed. My python potentially can be. And to be honest, he's not at his most fun when he's being double jointed.
I don't even know what that means. Innuendo or reveal?
In whose endo? I'm leaving it open to interpretation.
And yours.
Ed, what's your beer?
I don't have a beer.
Do you like no beer, or are there a couple?
I will drink a beer, but I really don't have a beer.
Yeah, me too.
I've moved on to whiskey.
Oh, I see. Whiskey is my go-to now, and even Jameson, which some people are like, oh, that's not very good, but it's good for when I'm writing because I can have a sip.
Whiskey, brandy, tequila.
Not tequila for me, but
I like that tequila that came back from Mexico. Oh my god.
oh, then she has a cream tequila.
That's good too. I don't know where that came from. Mexico?
I think Mexico, yeah.
When he worked at the Mexican restaurant, they went home to Mexico. I said, "You want something?" "Yeah, tequila."
Which they came from a town that holds the tequila festival.
Yes.
So like
my god.
yeah, when we go
Nice.
to Chili cook-offs, they have fucking tequila cook-off.
Yeah.
And you just go booth to booth testing different tequilas. And yeah, they brought her back like here, what's like $40 to $70 tequilas, and they're like, oh, it was only $20.
It was very good.
Sounds
I
awesome.
like. My friend has friends who make moonshine, and then he plays with it, and he calls it apple pie.
Oh, that's
Ed's a moonshine guy.
Yes.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite one we tested last time, Ed?
Damn, son!
It's
That's my favorite
Damson tequila. It's a
No, moonshine.
It was moonshine.
It's Damson moonshine, which is a
Plum.
plum. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
How
Oh.
good is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
damn
so
good.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
Oh,
an
that's
APR?
Hmm.
An APR is an automatic panty remover.
It could be. And it would be for Ed, but he doesn't wear panties.
I don't wear any. So.
Oh.
Ed also tends to wear kilts, Elizabeth. You probably don't know that about him yet, but
So he used to
did
wrap
not.
around his waist.
yeah. So
You
he's
know.
a black man in camo and kilt.
Mhm.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Not fabulous in the standard way, but yes.
Lock and load.
She jumped down on me. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Let's do a closing toast here.
Oh, I need more. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
And again, next week, joined by Joe and Nick, talking about the appropriation of street culture. Is it a positive thing, or are they just fucking moving in on our territory? Hey, here's to the crew and crowd that isn't on air with us, but helps decide what we do and keeps us amused as we amuse them.
Here's to you.
Here's to you.
Yes, yeah.
What's that you're drinking, Ed? It looks like water.
My ice melted before I could pour another drink, so.
What
And
did
since
you?
I had 4, it's probably okay.
Oh, well done, sir. Yeah.
See, Ed's our quiet guy. That's why every once in a while I'm like, Ed, what do you think? Just so you know, he's interactive on the show.
Until he goes on a rant. Stand back.
Guys, once again, make sure you here. Let me do this. YouTube.com/talk of the. I think most of you already follow, but Tavern
Do you need to
channel.
lick your butt on camera?
No,
Stop.
I'm good, thank you.
I do. Been
For your
holding on
entertainment.
Here's a link. Please go subscribe to that channel. Help me hit the 1,000 subscribers that I need so I can be monetized again. Or PDS, panty drop session. Good night, all, says Victoria.
Good night, girl.
Night,
Good night,
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah, check out the Food Panty Hero video.
Food
Good
panty.
panty hero.
That so needs to be a graphic novel.
We should work on that. Talk of the Tavern's first novel.
Their first graphic
Graphic
novel.
novel, yeah.
Extremely graphic novel.
I remember one graphic novel called The Pro. It was called The Pro, and it's all about a woman who gets superpowers, but she's a prostitute.
Good night, Tracy.
And she goes seduces the Superman.
Night, Tracy.
Night, Tracy.
Good night, Tracy.
You know what? Let me just check, see who else is
Are we
hanging
gonna
in
raid
there.
somebody?
Yeah, we got to raid
What
somebody.
is
Let me
a
go see.
prostitute's superpower?
She kind of had the standard super strength, bulletproof. Jamin, good night. Devnal, good night. Let me see.
Good night, guys.
If we can raid here. Let me come
Who's
over.
on?
I'm checking. Okay, Bob Ross is on. Nobody else is.
Everybody else is sleeping.
No, she's.
Let's rate Bob. We like Bob.
Matricula's
Bob Ross.
hosting.
Happy trees. Happy
Okay,
trees.
and
Hey, Bob.
Madam Gandalf is hosting. So yeah, we're gonna raid Bob Ross just because we get credit for it of some sort. So
Bob Ross is awesome.
Bob Ross going into the raid. Make sure you join or not, whatever you want to do. So there we go. Guys, have a great night. We'll see you next week. Elizabeth, thank you. You were great. We loved you. Don't hang
Pleasure
up
being here.
chat. For 30 seconds. Yeah, well, looking forward to interviewing your pickle, if you know what I mean.
He'll be around. A little long and bumpy.
That's a lot of Bob Ross.
It's a lot of Bob Ross.
Fucking hell.
It's all about girth. So.
Okay. Ed, go ahead and disconnect this,
All
sir.
right.
Good night, everyone.
People, make sure to subscribe and like. There we go.
You gotta get off of there. I'll be watching it.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
He's
Bob
fascinating. Okay.
Ross. Favorite day in art class when we got to watch Bob Ross.
Okay. Shut that down now. Ed, we off?
We're off.
We're off.